Hey everyone, it's Sam. You're about to listen to the O.M.E.N Christmas Party Special. It's been a massive undertaking with almost 40 players and a ridiculous amount of hours of role-playing content. If you're listening to this when we release the episode, you'll know that we're raising money for the Northern Virginia Family Services Fund this year. The NVFS helps more than 2,200 children and their families in Northern Virginia every year. They help purchase toys, gifts, and grocery store gift cards for families to use for holiday meals and basic necessities. If you enjoyed the show and want to help us raise money, then click on the fundraising link in this episode's description. It will take you to our fundraising page and you can donate from there. Any little bit helps. It's been a rough year for everyone and we're hoping to help some struggling families still get some of the holiday spirit. Thanks for listening, and now without further ado, we proudly present the O.M.E.N Christmas Party Special.
Welcome back, take a seat. It's time for the show. Oh yes, it's part 2 of a 3-parter flow. We go back to the HQ of O.M.E.N Investigations, where my plan of attack has my elves at their stations. The team travel down in a large elevator. They're all armed with guns. This is not a simulator. Oh, how will they stop me? My, who's to know? I'm sure to cause all of them misery and woe.
And so the elevator with all of you in it goes down towards deep storage. And as you may notice, we're starting to hear the telltale signs of Christmas music, which means it's time for me to give over my narration job to Saint Nick himself, the architect of this attack, the man who only speaks in rhymes. Take it away, Santa.
Why, thank you, British God, for handing over to me. Now it's time for my elves to go on a murder spree. We first join Natlad and the librarian crew, as they learn that hate mail can be quite deadly too.
This is a room you are quite familiar with. It is the hallway of the sort of libraries and storage department. To your left-hand side is the mail sorting rooms, and to the end of this corridor is the grand O.M.E.N library, where they keep all of the forbidden books and interesting things that often get used. There's more forbidden books downstairs, deeper in deep storage, but those ones don't tend to get read because when you read them, they tend to kill you, whereas the ones up here are slightly more useful.
I have an extremely stupid question.
Go for it. There is no such thing as a stupid question at O.M.E.N.
Yeah, no, I just, fun fact, I'm actually studying to be a librarian in real life, but also I want to know, like, does O.M.E.N use Dewey Decimal to sort books?
They absolutely use Dewey Decimal, but they also have, like, an added level to Dewey Decimal, which is...
the arcane supplement?
The gooey decimal?
They use the deadly decimal system, so, like, it's sorted by, like, how often the book can kill people. So it is sorted by Dewey Decimal, but it's also then pre-sorted afterwards by Deadly Decimal.
So there's like two digits on the deadly books. Yeah.
Yes, there's 2 digits on deadly books. If you see a book with 2 decimals on it, you're going to have a bad time.
Nice.
And then that decimal system is in terms of, like, if it's like a 0, it's not going to kill you, whereas if it's at a 10, then you're going to have a bad time.
If it's a 10, maybe go to another room.
Yeah, if it's a 10, the book shouldn't even be in your hands at that point. Like, it's probably going to make you open
it. You shouldn't be close enough to see the 10 on it.
Yeah, at this point, it's all over at that point.
If you see a 10, you're already done for. You're already dead.
Yes.
Hope you updated your will.
You've got like a poster in your room that says, if you see a 10, you're already dead.
Yeah, it's in the library. It's in the break room for the librarians.
They put it up there one day after our coworker picked up a 10 book and just wanted to remind us.
Yeah, next to the poster that says, "If you see a 7, you might go to heaven."
I love this. This is great. This is extra lore that I didn't expect to be putting into this, but it's wonderful.
Wait, you didn't have a fully functioning library system planned out already?
No, I didn't. That's surprising, isn't it? You know, like,
Wow.
with like I don't tend to plan these things. Surprisingly, you're looking behind the curtain right now.
This is why we still need librarians. You know?
I'm just surprised you haven't spent the majority of this podcast in a library the whole time, honestly.
It's weird, isn't it? Like you'd be surprised, like how often we don't go to libraries in this show.
Very accurate to real life, sadly.
You are currently in this hallway. The door to the mailroom has been blown off its hinges and is on the floor in front of you. There are letters all over the floor.
Who are the letters to? Are they to a particular person?
Do you want to go up and check?
Yeah.
They're not all to Pepe Sylvia. No. Roll for observation for me.
I got a 25.
Holy crap.
Wow.
How many points have you got in your observation? You've got 8. Flipping hell. Okay.
Look,
yeah,
that's
no.
the only thing she's good at.
So this department often is used to collect letters that contain potentially harmful information, conspiracy theories and other weird stuff like people have found. So these letters will be addressed to O.M.E.N and then sent to them to sort of like sort out, to work out whether or not they're like a credible threat or not. And these are just hundreds and hundreds of letters for potential threats and strangeness. One thing you do notice is that a lot of them seem to be addressed by a similar guy, and his name is Nick Sultana.
Nick Sultana.
Uh-huh.
Would you like to open one?
Why not?
You open it, and there appears to be magical runes written all over it.
I don't know what any of this means.
I imagine the closest person who would know magical runes might be you, Nat Lad.
Yeah, I'll give a crack at it, but let me see. And as Natlad goes to take the letter, it does kind of fall out of his hand real quick, and he stands up to grab it.
You grab it by your second hand.
Yeah, by the additional arm digits. Yes.
I like that. Yeah, you pick it up. Can you roll for focus for me?
I would love to.
See if you can identify what this is.
That's an 8.
You don't know what this does. You have no idea what these magical things are. All you know is that they shouldn't be all over the floor. They should be properly filed somewhere in this room.
Oh my gosh, this is actually a disaster. These should be filed in their proper place. The fact that they're on the floor is very concerning to me. And this rune definitely means a thing. And it should be filed in the place of things, probably.
If it's runes, then it's probably supposed to be sorted under ancient languages.
Let me level with you here. I'm really torn. I know we're supposed to be fighting these elves or whatever, but I really just feel like we should be filing these away instead. Because I feel like that's the more pressing matter here, is the fact that all of these are not in their proper location.
I mean, fair.
Do you want to gather them up then?
Yeah, I'll start gathering them up with all 6 of my hands.
Sure. Okay, you start gathering them all up. You're noticing that lots of these letters are from this Nick Sultana guy, and you then enter the room, I imagine?
Yeah.
Roll for observation for me.
That's a 2!
Perfect.
You have so many letters in a pile in front of your face. You walk straight into the room and you don't notice this. Everyone else walks in and they see it. There is a small, sprightly looking, childlike figure with a big pointy hat on a table nearby, and he is jumping up and down and chanting in a weird voice. There are loads of letters on the floor, all spinning around him, and some of the letters that were addressed to Nick Sultana start flying out of your hands, Natlad.
Sorry, how do you spell his name? Nick Sultana? How do you spell it?
It's not an acronym. It's probably not an acronym.
Oh.
You could roll, I guess you could roll focus to try and figure out like if it's obviously something.
I got a 15.
Yeah, so you pretty much put together that Nick Sultana is probably like a pseudonym for Saint Nick.
Uh-huh. Cool.
Shock, gasp.
Yeah, I know, shocking, isn't it? He it looks like he's probably been mailing in a bunch of these letters with magical runes all over them for the last couple of months, and they've been piling up in here.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't some sort of like an anagram or something.
It was an anagram, wasn't it? Nick Sultana, Saint Nick. Wait, does that? You know what? I'll tell you what it's like. It's like the Riddler. He goes by Edward Nigma because Enigma. It's like a play on. It's like that. Yeah.
Yes, it's kind of like that. There's this elf in the room. I'm going to roll for observation to see if it notices you. It has not yet noticed you. It is still sort of chanting and dancing around on the tables with all of this sort of like storm of mail flying around it.
Can I shoot it?
You can.
I have a question.
Please ask your question.
Question first, then shooting later.
Yeah.
That's a good way of doing things.
I have this because I have this idea. What kind of plate did I take with me? Is it a paper plate or like a ceramic plate?
Which would you prefer it is?
In this particular situation, a ceramic plate.
I'm going to say it's a ceramic plate. Then I'm going to allow you to change my original plans of them being cheap, flimsy plastic plates and make them be a ceramic plate.
The reason I'm thinking that is that like if we make a noise away from where the gun is, then when she starts firing, the elf or whatever the heck it is won't be looking, so she'll get a good chance to get some extra get a couple more rounds in it, basically.
Yeah, no, I like that. No, that's okay. Cool, right. Okay, roll for agility. See how well you throw this plate.
Yes. I'm so glad you said agility and not strength. Oof.
12? That's not bad. No, because it's just throwing a plate. Like, it's not hard to throw a plate. Even I can throw a plate with my sort of wibbly noodle arms. So
yeah, I like to call my arms wet noodles. So I feel you.
Yeah, so you managed to use your wet noodles to throw this plate across the room. And it smashes on a nearby fax machine. The elf stops what it's doing, and the letters fall to the floor, and it looks over and goes, "What was that? What was that? Who's that?"
And then I shoot it.
Yeah, you do. Roll for agility for me.
Oh, no. Okay, I got a 13.
I'm going to roll for its agility, see how it does.
Probably didn't shoot yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you didn't
Literally.
shoot yourself in the foot.
Okay.
Oh, it crit fails. Yeah, you shoot this elf in the head, and it falls flat on the ground. Yeah, you did a really good job. I'm going to roll for focus, though.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
In that moment, the elf's last dying wish is to complete its magical ritual, and its blood seeps out all over the letters, and the letters form what you can only describe as a male elemental.
Oh, no.
And it's now flying around the room like a tornado of letters.
They told us we were going to be working with paper. This is not what I expected.
Natlad has been quietly, alphabetically organizing all the letters off to the side. And just turns around and goes, "Hey, what are you doing with my... Oh, no!"
What do you want to do? Do you want to try and escape this room, or...?
Honestly, escape sounds good. We killed the elf. That's what we're supposed to do, right? Just kill? Let's just skedaddle.
I mean, we could try talking with it, like the letter cloud, I mean.
Okay, Natlad. Talk to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait out here while you do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go wait outside. Yeah. Should we maybe give Natlad the gun, just in case?
I mean, it's paper. What's the gun gonna do to paper? People shoot targets all the time and they don't die. She cradles the gun as if it was a child at this point.
I don't mean to alarm us, but the wind is kind of picking up with these letter things, so if I am gonna talk, I should probably...
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck.
Okay, thanks.
We believe in you. We definitely believe in you.
Pardon me, letter wind tornado. If ye are sentient, please know I mean ye no harm.
The male elemental sort of floats in front of you, and it's getting dangerously close right now.
Could you please keep your distance, dear friend? Can you stop being all blustery? Maybe become a nice breeze. We can have a little chat. Maybe share some sandwiches, like a little picnic. Maybe.
Roll for persuasion for me.
That's an 18.
The male elemental is surprisingly taken aback by your niceness and strange use of the word ye, and it then it then looks at you as a male elemental would, and it sort of forms what you could only describe as mostly a face, and it goes, "I'm feeling very unorganized right now."
Oh, well, hey, you know what? I've spent the last 6 years in this very library organizing things.
Would you organize me?
I'd love to.
Well, thank you. What can I call you?
Oh, my name's Natlad. But we're gonna be friends, so you can call me Lad or Laddie or Nat Boy. whatever you prefer. Cool nicknames.
All right, Nat Boy, organize me.
Okay.
The male elemental and you begin an organization process.
What do you want to do it by date, by topic, by what are we going with?
I'm feeling a topic kind of mood.
All right, I got it. We will do it on topics from least conspiratorial to most conspiratorial. Sound good?
Sounds great. I like that.
Excellent.
Roll for creativity. Roll for creativity.
Oh wow. Okay, that's a 19.
Wow.
You know, Nat Lad does macrame crafting on his off time. So.
Nat Lad makes short work of this male elemental and files it all away. And before it becomes just normal male again, it goes, "Thank you, Nat Lad. I believe in you."
Thank you.
And then it disappears into just male.
I never asked his name. Oh no.
My name was Letter Mailson.
I will treasure the time I spent with Leonard Mailson till the day that I die.
Which could very well be today.
They stamped out my envelopes. Oh damn, what a shame. But there's more in that library that can easily maim. But for now, let us check in on a group oh so bold. They are in transportation. Oh, such sights they'll behold.
Doors open and you go out onto what looks like a sort of gangway above a warehouse. The warehouse, when you look down below you, is filled with vehicles, and on the other side of the room there is a sign that says on it, Vehicles and Transportation Department. And this gangway goes straight across the middle of this, and on the other side there is a door, and the door is slightly ajar.
Do we see any goblins so far?
You do not see any goblins as of the moment, no. All you know is the door at the other end of this hallway is slightly ajar.
Alright, well, let's go through the door.
Yeah?
I got nothing to fear. I don't know what's behind there. Let's go.
Okay, the group of you make your way across this gangplank. Beneath you, there are helicopters and tanks and all sorts of crazy, weird-looking military vehicles. Can you all please roll for agility for me?
10.
16.
13.
Okay, as you walk across this gangplank, from below you, you hear a strange clanking sound, and one of the helicopters falls on its side and starts to spin out of control. And out of it comes this little goblin-like creature with a red hat and jingly-jangly bells on its feet. And it flies up into the rafters nearby, and it looks down at all of you, and in a high-pitched, shrill voice goes,
"Fuck you all! Justice for Santa!"
Holy shit, shoot it!
Shoot it!
Zhenya takes the safety off of the AK-47. She's gonna aim
Okay,
at the little elf,
sure.
but she's gonna not shoot yet. We don't want to hurt you.
But I want to hurt you!
Zhenya looks concerned at the other O.M.E.N agents with her.
Shoot it!
She's gonna shoot it.
Okay, roll for agility.
8.
You aim the AK-47 at this elf, and you let out a rat-a-tat-tat. The bullets end up not hitting the little elf, and the elf, falls from its position and then flies through the door in front of you. And as it goes,
Screw you! You didn't hit me! You're all gonna die down here!
How very rude.
I would also like to renegotiate my contract now.
You hear on the radio you have in your pocket, "No, that's not happening. Go on, go kill it."
Listen, if we get out of this alive, we are suing.
Agreed.
Absolutely. So ladies with guns first.
Thank you. Zhenya's gonna take the lead.
Okay, how do you want to go into the room? Do you want to go in loud and blasty, or do you want to go in slow and stealthy?
I would go slow and stealthy.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
You sneak into the room, and in the center of the room, there appears to be, on a pedestal, a single large tire from what looks like a tractor. And surrounding the tire are these 4 pillars that are making a strange humming sound.
Oh, I've seen this movie.
You might have.
Chase goes to touch one of the pillars.
You go up to touch one of the pillars. Can you roll for ooh, what should it be? Luck for me.
2? It's a too.
The moment you touch the pillar, you are blasted back across the room as the energy locked inside this pillar ends up being released. You go flying backwards and you collapse in a heap on the floor. It's not very pleasant, and I think you end up breaking an arm.
Oh, good start.
Oh, Jesus.
So,
Ooh.
don't touch those. We've got that.
Sam and Anna, can you please roll for observation for me?
Sure.
7.
10.
Neither of you notice what just happened, but the humming stops and the door on the other side of the room closes and the tire starts to shake.
Like, with rage?
It looks, I mean, as much as a tire can be angry, yeah, I suppose you could assume a feeling of anger from this tire, I guess.
Zhenya is going to reach into her lab coat pocket, one hand still on the AK, and pull out her spirit box.
Okay.
She's going to flip it on, and it's going to make a lot of really annoying radio sounds.
Great. I look forward to putting those in the show. Thank you.
Just let them use their imagination. It's fine.
Yeah, it'll be good.
She sort of extends her arm with the spirit box toward the tire.
Do you want to ask it anything or say something to it?
Can you talk to me through this?
Yes.
What is your name?
Tyre Tractorson.
It is nice to meet you. Zhenya's looking at the others as if, like, I think I've got something, but I need some help here.
I need to crush. I need to ride. I'm Tyre Tractorson, the magic tractor Tyre.
Ask him how it feels about elves and if it will crush elves.
Would you like to crush elves with us?
Roll for persuasion.
7.
I need to crush something.
And it rolls off of the pillar and starts to roll towards you.
Am I conscious?
I'd say you're conscious, yes. But it's rolling towards Xenia at the minute.
Okay, I too wish to crash. You understand?
I understand the glory that is crushing.
Yes. So, we are down here for one purpose, and it is to crash elves.
Elves, you say? What is an elf? Is it like the road beneath my tire?
Sort of. It is small goblin thing, like roadkill beneath tire and road.
I love roadkill. I exist to roadkill.
Yes, we have lots of it. Zhenya does like a rolling motion with her hand, like, come on, help me out here.
The tire sort of turns on its like track and looks at the other two and goes,
Do you agree that killing this elf would bring me satisfaction?
Let's pave the road with dead elves. Yay!
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 I'm going to get you all to roll a joint persuasion roll, and whoever gets the highest will survive.
Oh, I got 18.
16.
15.
The tire looks at you, Bethany, with a look of sincerity that only a tire could give. It looks at you and goes,
Do you really believe that an old tire like me can be changed?
Yeah, old tires are the best tires to change.
I will help you in your quest. I will kill this elf with you.
Awesome! Yay!
And the tire joins the party. Congratulations, you got a tire with you. Well done. You got this tire with you.
My new best friend.
It's going to follow you. This tire is now following you. Tyre, Tractorson, and yes, the door in front of you was already closed because the elf has gone through it.
I would like to look around the room to see if I can find, like, gloves or anything.
Gloves?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a thing.
Bold move. Okay,
Yeah, I mean-
sure. Roll for...
Observation?
Yeah, why not?
It's 24. There better be some damn gloves.
Flipping hell, that's a critical success. Yes, no, you find some gloves. There's like some toolkit handling equipment in the corner.
Perfect.
So yeah, there's definitely gloves.
I'm going to attach the glove to the tire, and I'm going to hold hands with the tire.
Aww.
Aww.
He's my best friend now.
Thank you for being there for me. I've had no one since my tractor left me.
Oh, no.
It's okay. We'll find you a new tractor. He didn't deserve you.
It's been so hard on me as a tire to not have a vehicle to be with.
Would you say that it makes you very tired?
Yes. And for a tire, that is not a good thing to be. They made a new friend, a part of a tractor. It is quite a shame, for it should have attacked her. Let's go deeper still, to the group with Face Boy, as they meet with a horse with a need to destroy.
Okay, this is your level. Your job is to go and find wherever the elf is and eliminate it so it can not cause any more damage. There may be some assets out of containment, so just be careful, okay?
Can I have a good luck hug?
I don't know you.
Father, please.
Why do you keep calling me father? What is going on here?
Do you not remember the Christmas morning you unwrapped the present? That was me. The slime and blood spilled out onto the table and you held me up in the glistening fluorescent lights and said, "Face boy, you're my perfect son."
Oh, you're Clone 805's thing, aren't you? Only he'd come up with a name like Faceboy. All right, okay, fine. He gives you a tentative little hug.
This is a nice moment.
It feels good. Thank you.
A touching moment between father and son.
I'm not his father.
Thank you, Father.
Okay, all right, fine. All right, bye. He presses the button and the doors close and the elevator continues downwards.
I shift my faces a little bit, and they kind of move around, kind of like you're moving a Rubik's Cube. And another face comes out that kind of looks similar to the clone we just saw, and you hear, "You're my perfect son, face boy." And then it shifts back.
Jesus Christ. Okay. You find yourselves in what looks like a large warehouse, and there is some what looks like glitter strewn across the floor deeper into the warehouse.
I taste it.
Roll for luck.
14.
Okay, you're lucky. This glitter, although it is incredibly razor sharp, does not cut your tongue, but you do realize it is quite sharp. It's very strange looking stuff.
Taste of nutmeg.
It's still warm, I guess, for glitter.
Good news, the glitter excretions from the elves, it's still warm and tastes of nutmeg, which means that they haven't gone far, and they're also quite excited. If it was perhaps peanut brittle, they would have been sad.
How do you know so much about the makeup of elves, Faceboy, my favorite son?
Well, I spent a lot of time on Wikipedia.
Yeah, that checks out, yeah, okay.
Oh man, I was not aware of all these expensives in this warehouse. I'll have to do some number crunching right now.
It's fine, we can write half of it off as marketing material. We do it all the time.
Are you saying that's some marketing glitter?
Yeah, for sure. We especially around this time, it's very easily to sell, you know? We glue some on some posters, it looks brilliant, catches the eye, it's amazing.
I'm glad we have such a powerful marketing team.
I'm glad that we put extra money into our glitter budget.
Don't thank me, thank the Web Eternal. Which is me, to be fair, but, you know, don't thank me.
Well, let us follow the trail of glitter.
You follow the trail of glitter slowly through this warehouse. There are big crates everywhere just with weird labels that are esoteric, they don't make any sense. And you hear the clopping of hooves down one of the halls nearby.
I hear the clopping of hooves.
Are elves known to have hooves? Is that a thing? He sort of looks at the feet of the ghost, assuming it's not kind of like a comic book ghost tale thing.
It's absolutely a comic book ghost tale, yes.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah.
That's not going to work, is it? No. Okay, never mind.
I don't recall having hooves in life, but I don't know about the kind of elves you have here. It might be a special breed.
It sounds like a horse creature or perhaps a satyr.
You hear footsteps as well running towards you.
What if it was a reindeer?
Desiree loves reindeer.
Feel free to roll for observation if you want to find out where this is coming from.
I got a 19.
Steve from marketing gets a big 10.
I got 13.
I got 18.
You will notice this. There is a man in a lab coat running towards you. It looks very much like your father, Faceboy. As he's running towards you, he gets impaled with a sharp, bony spike.
No, Father!
I'm not your father! What? Who is... Help! Ah!
I'm so sorry for your loss, Faceboy, my perfect son.
Shall we have a funeral right now?
I think it would be best.
I'd like to say some words.
I'm not dead! Help me! Help me!
He was so good, I could almost hear him.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here tonight to mourn the passing of Faceboy, my perfect son's father.
The man is holding onto a nearby, bit of warehouse metal, trying to hold on.
He was a good man. Always there for his children.
Help me! I don't want to die!
Steve from marketing will pull out a small, talk boy and start recording some sounds to play back as a eulogy. No, please, keep talking. This is great. Carry on.
I don't want to die, please! Don't hurt me!
Perfect, man. That's a wrap. I love it. Great.
He was always a good provider and always knew when to say goodbye.
I loved it when he would tell me that he was about to die and that we needed to help him.
I'm about to die! You need to help me!
Is there a spike just sticking out of the floor? Did this appear as he was running?
It appears to be attached to a fleshy tentacle, and the fleshy tentacle is pulling him back down the corridor now.
I take the safety off the AK and I'm trying to shoot this tentacle.
Roll for agility for me.
I got a 16.
Okay, very good. You shoot this tentacle and it sort of splits off, and the scientist is now lying in a heap on the floor.
And now we commit his body to God.
Yes, I'll take care of it.
Help me.
Oh, Father, you're clutching life as though it were slipping through your fingers, just grains of sand.
It is.
How do I help you?
To kill the unicorn.
There's no such thing as unicorns, Father. Do not be tricksy.
We did have to try and make a unicorn once. We had 2 guys in a horse outfit, and we stuck a plunger on their head. That kind of passed.
Father, can I take this spike out of you? Can I use this?
If you do, then I'll die.
So many requirements.
All right, I'll pat him down to see if he has anything on him. Does he have some sort of fantastical invention?
Roll for luck for me.
6.
All he has is a key that you can use to unlock some crates nearby. Like it's a crate. It's one of the crate keys down here. I'm going to say you rolled so badly, Facebook, that he bleeds out in your arms.
It is okay, Faceboy. My perfect son. He's with God now.
Father, do not worry. I will use your crate key.
And I'll use the key to peel off his face to unlock his essence.
Doesn't Facebook already have one of those?
I want to know.
That's fair, that's fair.
You peel off his face and you add it to your collective whole.
Yeah.
It's at this point you see a horse walk round the corner.
Oh, what a pretty horse. Desiree would love that.
Does it, is it a plunger on its head? I can't quite tell from here.
It appears to have like a bloody stump.
See, that's not a unicorn, that's just a horse.
Not just a horse. Just a horse, everyone. False alarm.
How's anyone's riding? It's been a while for me.
Can I try petting the horse?
Sure, why not? Go for it. Have fun.
Should I roll?
Agility.
Okay.
You're going to need to be very fast.
Come on, 20.
No. 8. Good horsey.
You go up to it and you start trying to pet it.
Good horsey.
And it rolled a 30. And its face splits open.
Oh, God.
And it bites your arm off.
Ow! That is a...
Oh, it's not a horse!
Oh, that... Oh, ow! Ow! That is... Ooh, that's a biter. Oh, God. Oh, my blood is dripping out of me. Oh, that is unfortunate.
I was just going to try to quickly, in a hurry, take the spike out of my father's corpse to protect myself.
Yeah, no, you do that. You fish this unicorn horn out of your dad's tummy, and you are now holding it in one of your many arms.
These have wishes in them.
Could we grab the lab coat off the body as well and try and use that as a tourniquet for Brent?
Sure, I mean, you can if you can get the unicorn away from him, because its mouth is beginning to open up again into like a sort of 6-pointed unicorn star.
Oh, jeez.
Dick McPrick, AK-47s are known for their accuracy. Light this bitch up.
Yeah, I'm going to ready the AK again, and it's going to be like, this is no kind of horse that I've ever seen before.
Roll for agility, please, Craig, and agility, please, Richard.
I got a 1.
Oh, God.
I got 16.
You did get 16. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, you spray this unicorn with the AK-47, and none of the bullets seem to hit. Can you roll for luck for me, Jason?
God.
I'm going to say, Craig, you managed to drop down in such a way where you don't get hit.
I got an 8 for luck.
Yeah, it charges towards you.
I'm going to try to get out of the way if I can.
Can you just roll for focus for me?
Got a 14.
Yeah, you're a ghost. You don't have any problem. It just goes straight through you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Going ghost.
You just go ghost. Can you roll for luck again for me then?
16.
The unicorn goes ramming into some nearby boxes, and they all land on top of it, and it is crushed underneath these boxes. It can't get up.
Guys, I am starting to feel faint. Could we do something about this, please?
Oh, yeah, I got this.
I'm going to take the unicorn horn, and I don't know if it is magic. It's just Faceboy's belief. I'm going to hold the horn up to the stump, and I just want to meld the horn to the stump to stop the bleeding and give him a horn arm, and just chant, "Friendship is magic, friendship is magic."
Roll for focus.
3. Oh, no, it's a natural 1.
Oh, I'm very sorry, Brent. You hold this unicorn horn up to him, and you try to mold it to him. Little do you know that unicorn horns are actually incredibly toxic. They're like a big fang. It poisons poor Craig from Connecticut.
Oh, no.
The poison is good, it'll make you strong.
The light is fading.
Embrace the poison.
What are Craig's final words?
Please tell my wife
Shall we hold another funeral? Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to say goodbye to Craig. Craig was pretty average at most things, and he did an okay job at everything he attempted when he was feeling okay to do so. He had a wife, 2 children, and he was paid exactly average salary for his position.
It is safe to say he existed.
Yes.
A funeral held, the first body claimed. My elves still run rampant. Their joy, they exclaimed. We now move to Group 4 with the giant mosquito. They trek through deep storage while they stay incognito.
Right then, all of you, get out. Have fun. Good luck. Go.
I'll see you later, right?
Yes.
I give him a high five.
Cool, nice.
I still have questions regarding the benefits package.
There will be a benefits package to be paid to your family upon death. Do not worry.
How long should this take? My wife Deborah gets very upset with me when I'm home after 8 p.m.
Well, let's just say she won't have to worry about you for much longer. Go on, off you go. See you in a bit. Bye. And he pushes you all out and then presses the button and the elevator goes down. You find yourselves in a concrete room. There are 3 doors in front of you. One goes to the left, one goes to the right, and one goes straight ahead. The one going straight ahead is slightly ajar, and there is some glitter on the floor in front of it.
Sights up, Zeke.
Are you a scientist? Does the glitter mean elves?
I draw blood.
It could also mean Mariah Carey.
I dated a girl once that put glitter in her hair every day. It was crazy, man.
Let's go see what's in there.
You buzz your way over to the door, and you put out one of your... How many arms do you have?
So it's 3 and 3. So
3 and 3.
I'm guessing
so 2 of them are legs, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes sense anatomically, I think.
It makes so much sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. How do you open a door? Do you open it with 2 arms, or do you open it with 1 arm?
I think 2. They work kind of in tandem. They're not very thick. They're very frail.
Yeah, I imagine these doors are quite thick doors. So yeah, you have a bit of trouble pushing it open. As you open the door, you enter what appears to be a sort of not cylindrical shaped room, more like a sort of pod shaped room. And on the other side there is a door. And in the center of the room, there is a little pedestal, and on it there is a phone. It is a rotary phone. It is red. I want you all at this point to roll for observation for me.
11.
9.
19.
I'm not very observant. It's 6.
You're still thinking about the sadness.
I also have no range of this game. Like, I don't know if a 9 is good.
I would say so. This room is not well lit apart from the central light that is shining down upon this telephone. Carl, with your old eyes, your ancient wizened eyes of ancient wizardness, you see in the dark a small child-shaped individual with a pointy hat looking back at you, and it is holding what appears to be the connection between the phone line and a little socket on the wall, and it is about to plug in that socket.
Child, you should not play with the electricity sockets.
It looks back at you, and in a scarily high-pitched voice, it says,
"Fuck you all! Justice for Santa!"
I shoot it. I want to shoot it.
You want to shoot it?
Language like that, Santa's not coming to see you.
You want to shoot it?
Yes.
Okay, roll for agility.
It's 17.
That's 17. That is a very good shot. I'm going to roll for it to see how well it does. It is a crit failure for it. So you are quite lucky. You shoot it directly in the leg, and it screams out in pain and goes,
"Holy fuck, you just shot me with an AK-47! How dare you!"
I believe we were just witness to a crime.
Did he plug it in?
He plugs it in and then slowly, crawls out of the room and into the next room. He's not in the best way right now. You've severed the tendons in his leg, little elf leg.
Do you need a band-aid? I have band-aids. Are you gonna be okay?
Fuck you!
He says as he goes out through the door. And the phone begins to ring.
I pick it up.
I was about to say, I'm not answering it.
It's for you.
What's up?
Is it Deborah?
Hello.
Hey, is this... My friend wants to know, is this Deborah?
You have been chosen.
Oh, sick. Oh. Hey, guys, I was chosen.
Did you win something? What?
Yeah, I did. I won.
No, that sounded totally safe. Yeah, no, that's just a regular phone call.
It starts to ring again.
Oh, should we unplug it?
I pick it up again.
Hello.
What's up?
We're sorry. You have already been chosen. You are currently number 4 in the queue. Please stand by.
I'm gonna unplug the phone.
I bet it was Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. They called me to tell me I was chosen quite frequently.
You want to go unplug it?
Yes, please. So bad.
You walk over to the other side of the room and you unplug it and it immediately stops ringing.
I wonder why they're containing a phone down here. Let's go see if there's more elves to shoot. That was a good shot, Zeke.
Zeke, yeah.
It was quite the shot. I do not condone the shooting of a child, but quite the impressive archery, if I do say so myself.
Let's head into the next room. Now I have the scent of elf blood. I want more.
Does it smell good?
Mm-hmm. Delicious.
There is a puddle of elf blood on the floor, by the way.
Could I suck that up?
Do you want a little bit of a nibble?
I would like a slurp.
A little slurpy of elf blood. Yeah, go for it.
Just while everyone else is leaving the room, I'm gonna sneak one. I'm gonna sneak a little.
Sure. Roll for luck for me.
That's gonna be a -2. That's fine. How's that?
It's not great. It's not like a great vintage. You're not going to get any sort of boost from it.
I thought it would taste better.
No, it was surprising. It just tastes like standard blood. It's a bit boring, really. In fact, yeah, no, you won't get any bonuses from it. You'll make your way into the next room. And there is a trail of blood making its way underneath a table in front of you. This table is covered in food. This food looks delicious. It is piping hot. There is all sorts of assorted trimmings, a big turkey in the middle, cranberry sauce in a big pot. There's gravy, there's potatoes, there's just vegetables absolutely everywhere. It's a magnificent spread. And there are chairs lining this beautiful, ornate table. And you can hear something wincing underneath the table.
I will take one of the rolls and split one and put some turkey and gravy in the middle of it.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. You do that. Go for it. Are you going to eat it?
Oh, yeah. Carl takes a bite.
Carl takes a bite. Okay. Roll for focus for me, Carl.
Oh, no.
No. That's going to be a -4.
No.
Hey, look at Carl go.
Okay.
Wow.
There we go. Okay. You feel a bit bloated, but that's about it. You're still kind of hungry. Everything's fine, though, mostly.
Was there food at the party?
There was a bit of food at the party, but it was basic, like your standard buffet stuff, like little sausages and crisps and stuff.
The turkey is a little dry. I recommend adding the gravy on it.
I'm on a very strict diet.
I'll take some of the turkey. I think that's true to my character. He's a hungry guy.
You grab some turkey, and just as Carl had said, it is a little bit dry.
I dip it in the gravy for sure.
Yeah, a little bit gravy?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, roll for luck.
Oh, no.
Chad, what are you doing? Chad?
Yeah, I want to make it clear, I don't put some gravy on the turkey. I without any regard to sanitation or anything, I dip my already bitten piece of turkey into the gravy dish. It's atrocious. Oh no! I rolled a 1 + 6.
Uh-oh.
Young man, you have contaminated the gravy.
I think the gravy was already contaminated.
Can everyone else please roll for observation for me, please?
That's a 9.
That's a 0.
Wow, Carl.
Carl is killing it.
Carl sees everything.
He's very observant. Old people are always observant, you know?
His years as a Sears floor manager have taught him the ways of the world.
Chad is looking pretty bloated right now. It's really weird.
I hold my stomach and I go, oh, guys, I'm feeling kind of like a hodad right now.
What is that?
You made up that word.
It's weird.
You made up that word.
No, it's on this list of surfing terms I have in front of me.
What is it? What does it mean?
It's a person who hangs around the beach and does not surf.
Oh.
A shoobie.
We've all learned something today.
I'm here for education.
No, if spiders burst out of you, I'm going to be very upset.
When I have a case of the turkey bloat, I wash it down with a nice cool Sprite. My wife Deborah makes the most delightful turkey meatloaf.
Does anyone want to try and get to the elf underneath the table?
I'd like to check on him, yeah. Are you doing okay down there? You sure I'm just going to peek my head underneath with my big bug eyes.
Give him a lollipop.
Roll for agility for me.
That's going to be a 9.
It's going to be a 9, is it?
Oh,
Got
God.
a gun.
He pulls out a gun.
He pulls out, no, he doesn't pull out a gun, but he does pull out sort of a gun, but he pulls out like a glitter gun and fires it at your eyes.
Oh, no.
And shards of razor-sharp glitter get embedded in your big bug eyes.
No, they look like disco balls.
They do look like disco balls of pain, and you are now in immense pain as this little thing starts scrabbling underneath the table to get to the door at the other end of this room.
I think that would make me just fly around the room bumping into shit.
Yep.
Trying to scratch these out of my eyes.
Child, is there a parent that I need to call?
I'm 207. I'm older than you.
207. What's the last 4 digits?
An American phone number joke.
It gets up from under the table and it points the glitter gun at all of you and goes,
I'll use it. I'll fucking use it. Keep away from me.
Oh my God.
I believe I have seen someone use one of those at a Katy Perry concert.
Can I?
Kill that fucking elf!
My daughter Jody is a big fan of that Katy Perry.
My eyes!
I'm gonna shoot him. I'm just gonna shoot.
Roll for agility
I
again.
feel like pain is coming out here. Oh, that one wasn't great.
Yeah, no, he aims it at you as well, and he fires it again, and you end up with little shards of shiny, multicolored glitter all over your skin.
God damn it, my Letterman jacket is ruined.
They answered the phone and ate from the table. Their chances of winning are already unstable. Let's look in on a janitor and his enchanted broom as they make their way through a waterlogged room.
Right, let's go seeing about those elves then. I don't know, I've never seen an elf before. Never even been to this floor before.
You step out into this room. It appears to be quite a large warehouse. The floor is sopping wet. It's up to like your ankles with water.
Is it smelly water?
It is. It's smelly water. It's almost saltwater-esque, in fact. It doesn't look like it's meant to be there.
Should have bought my wellies for this. That's what I said. They keep carpeting the floors down here. They might as well not have bothered.
I've told them 1,000 times in my emails, but they don't seem to be getting through. Except for that one where they wrote back and just said, "Who is this? Stop emailing us."
Yeah, he's going to step out into the corridor and start just like looking around. Are the lights on and everything still working, or is it?
The lights are currently not on down here. It's quite a large warehouse. There appear to be like these big tanks in front of you, like really large tanks of water.
All right.
Very dark water. You can't see very much in them right now because the lights are off. There is a light further down the sort of like corridor between these tanks, and it seems to be flickering on and off.
All right, he's going to get out that smartphone that his niece keeps trying to get him to use more often. He's going to "Hey, Zara, do you remember how to turn the torch on this? I remember she showed me how to do it a while ago, but I'm pretty sure it's the button on the side."
No, it's not the button on the side. Look, okay, she gave me the instructions last time we were. You have to hold your finger down on the button.
Why'd they give it so many buttons and none of them are on the front, are they?
It's not even hard, Derek. You just hold your finger down.
He's going to fumble about with it and eventually he's going to manage to turn on the torch.
Yes, that's right. Bend modern technology to your will. Succumb to my power.
Roll for observation for me.
That is An 18 for observation.
When you bring the torch up, you see some sort of little black, sort of tentacly things slither off into the water as they're startled by your light.
Oh, what the heck was that? They're keeping wildlife down here now.
I'm sure it's against the rule.
No wonder the place is such a mess. If you see anything like that, I'm going to get a good smack, I tell you what. Got any tentacles around here?
The water seems to be like filled with seaweed and weird gunk.
Ugh, he's going to start wading through it towards the tank to see if he can find a crack or something that's causing it to leak out.
This is undignified, Derek. Hold me higher. I refuse to be put into the stinky gunk water.
If I'm going to get wet, then you're going to get wet. You know what it is?
I cannot believe this. I am...
You make your way down this corridor of tanks. Can you please roll for observation again, and we'll see if you can find something?
10, so maybe.
6.
10 and 6. You stare into a couple of these tanks. You don't see any cracks anywhere nearby, but you do notice there are things, or at least you feel like there are things watching you from in these tanks.
So they're glass-fronted tanks then, rather than metal?
They're glass-fronted tanks, yeah. This appears to be like a bestiary, like some sort of aquatic bestiary where they keep stuff.
Hey, Zero, what do you reckon they're keeping in here then?
Keep your wits about you, Derek. I sense malicious presence in here.
Hey, well, I sense a malicious presence all over this building, I tell you.
Well, shine your light closer. What's in this tank here?
Hey, fair enough. He's going to hold the torch up as close to the tank as he can, get it.
In this tank, you see the silhouette of a horse.
A whole horse?
Wow.
It looks like a whole horse from where you're looking, and it sort of looks at you, and then it darts off behind some kelp.
Oh, hey. What do you reckon that was?
It looks like a whole horse.
Well, do you reckon that's an elf? Never seen an elf before.
No, Derek, look, back in my day, right, elves were fearsome warriors, and also very pretty, but according to the doctor, these elves are more like hobgoblins, which makes them pretty ugly and not very fearsome. They're definitely not horses, I'll tell you that much.
Who are you calling ugly?
Is that an elf?
Who dares? Who speaks? Go there! I mean, don't go there. I mean, who goes there?
Roll for observation. See if you can pinpoint where it came from.
19.
No, I got 19, you got 4.
I got 4. 19.
You don't know where it is, magical broom, but Derek, yeah, you immediately look up and you see hanging in the sort of there's these gangways above the tanks, and it's hanging up there. This sort of ugly-looking goblin-like creature wearing a big pointy festive hat and jingly-jangly bells all over it. And it's got its wings splayed out. It looks both of you and goes,
"What are you doing down here?
Well, I'm here to clean all this mess up.
Trying to clean up my mess?
You made this mess?
Yes.
I'll tell you what.
Do you know how much work we have to do to get rid of all this water? Do you think we're just here for fun?
Do you know how much work it was to repair Santa's sleigh when a missile was fired at it?
Oh, well, I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm just the janitor, you know.
Yeah, we don't care about your sleigh.
Wait, you part down, Zara.
You don't care about my sleigh, do you?
Part down now, you know. I'm sure the man likes his sleigh very much, and you know how O.M.E.N are. I bet they probably did blow it up.
Oh, I'm gonna slay you now.
And he pulls out what looks like a gun.
He's going to take the rifle off his back. He's like, there's no need for any of that now, you know. It's just a civil conversation. You know, we're not here to talk about who blew up whose sled or who's flooded whose basement, you know.
Slay it, Derek. Slay the sleigh.
Roll for persuasion for me.
Oh, 14. Wow. Good work, Derek.
He looks at you and goes,
"All right, fine. I'll leave you alone for now, but I'm not going to stop causing mess."
And he flies off down the corridor.
Oh, can you at least do it on a different floor, you know? I've got to clean this one up before I can go home.
Derek, why did you let it escape? That was our prey.
Well, you know, it's getting late in the night, and I don't have any wars to start with elves or Santa or any of that, you know. Let's just find who's made all this mess and...
That was literally the mess maker, Derek.
Well, if we catch up with him, let's tell him to go make mess on a different floor. I can get this all cleaned up and I can...
Look, if we see it again, we do as we're asked, we take it out, and then we revel in its destruction.
Oh, you're always with the destruction and the war and the violence, you know. Do you never just want to sit down, have a nice cup of tea and let someone else deal with it?
I sat down for 2,000 years. I'm very much done with sitting down.
You hear a smashing sound from quite far away. A sort of small wave of water sloshes against your legs.
God, if that's that elf, I tell you what, I will go back and I'll kill him.
Yes.
All of this waves now and having to slosh through all this water. I don't even have my wellies with me. He's going to start wading towards the sound of the noise. He's got the gun sort of back in, the sling on his back, but he's got Zero and one over his shoulder and then holding the smartphone up to try and make his way down towards whatever the destruction is.
You make your way down this corridor. Could you please roll for observation for me, both of you?
Oh, that's an 8 for observation for Derek.
That's a 6.
You both hear the song of a beautiful woman emanating from nearby.
You reckon someone's left radio on?
Possibly. These people do love their pop music.
Right, I'd much rather have that BBC on, you know. They've got a nice new man, lad. He does the morning news and the travel and that.
Derek, you know how I hate it. Look, let's go and see this lady.
He's going to start wading sort of deeper into this dingy basement to try and get to the source of the noise and or small tsunamis.
You make your way further into this warehouse, and you get to the source of the noise. Can you both roll observation again for me, please?
It's 11 for Derek.
Zaromir got a 3.
Zaromir got a 3, and that is a critical failure, isn't it?
It's a critical failure. It's even glowing red.
Zaromir, you see the most beautiful woman your broomy, swordy eyes have ever seen, whereas Derek, you see a siren.
Oh, Rick, I'm still listening. What are you doing in the basement?
Derek, I haven't felt this way in thousands of years, but get me closer. I must speak to this beautiful creature.
What, that ugly thing?
Derek, how dare you?
It's horrible. I mean, you know, I've known you a while. I don't tend to judge, but how can you like something like that? It is.
My lady, I apologize. My friend is addled. Derek, how could you speak such a way about this? My lady, what is your name?
She doesn't say anything, but she starts to sort of crawl out of what's left of her tank.
So alluring.
And she sort of slowly moves along the floor.
Derek's going to back away from it. It's like, Derek,
don't
come too close now.
No, just get me a little closer. I can listen. It's been a while, but I can definitely woo this lady. Let me tell you, old Zaromir still has it in him.
Tell you, Zero, I'll be smacking you with it in a minute if you don't pipe down. Now you stay over there. Like, I'm just here to do the cleaning. Just here to get all this mess sorted out. Don't want any trouble from you, eh?
I'll remember this next time we're on the old Tinder, Derek.
Right, you keep that to yourself, you do.
Zaromir.
Yes.
You watch as this beautiful woman gives you a smile and a wink. Derek, you watch as this siren opens its mouth and reveals a sharp set of pointy needle-like teeth.
Oh, bugger that. He's gonna take the rifle back off his shoulder and aim it at things. Like, you put them away now. You get back in your tank or whatever. Don't want anything from you now.
It hisses at you.
My lady, your hiss is music to my ears. Let me.
You've gone daft.
Let me woo you. Derek, get me closer, and I'm going to try and strain. Zaromir has like some small amount of movement.
Yes, I imagine that's some.
He's stretching his broomy self. Aye, Zero, you've gone daft in the head. You have. I'm not getting you any near that thing. Look at all them teeth.
You haven't lived until you've experienced a good amount of teeth, Derek. I'll tell you, back in my day, there were some fancy dragons.
Well, I think we agreed to never talk about that again.
Roll me some strength.
That's seven for old Derek.
That's 7.
And 7 for old Derek's sword.
You're both equally as terrible as each other, and you're just sort of like wiggling in his hand at the minute.
I'll put in a good word for you. I'm sure she's got friends or something, Derek. Come on, don't be a spoilsport.
Is it still like advancing towards Derek?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hey, I told you, you're getting it closer, and you'll feel the bad end of this. I tell you what. And he's pointing the rifle at the siren with the safety off.
She pounces at you.
Oh, feisty! Oh, just how I like it.
He's immediately going to try and shoot it.
All right, roll for agility for me. I'm going to.
That's a critical fail of 3 for agility.
Okay, Zaromir, can you roll for agility as well, please?
I'm a broom. I got 0.
Jeez. Okay, you're both knocked straight off of your feet. Can you roll for observation for me again, Zaromir? That's 20.
Yeah.
So the siren is currently on top of Derek, and it is unhinging its jaw. But at that moment, Zaromir, you snap out of its siren spell, and you see exactly what it is.
Oh, my lady, you're awfully fine. Oh my, what? Go on! I'm gonna blast it.
You're gonna blast it with what?
It has weakened, but some magical ability.
Okay, roll for focus for me.
That's a 10, so not that much magical ability.
Okay, that's not too bad. Describe what you do.
There is a gush of what can only be described as like really poor farty magic. It's been a long time. Zaromir doesn't get to do much magic. Derek won't let him, so this is more just to keep Derek alive. A fart of magic comes out and pushes the siren back.
The siren goes flying off of Derek and hits another glass tank nearby, and the tank begins to shake. A tentacle makes its way out of the tank and grabs the siren by its tail, and the siren is now being pulled into the tank. and it's sort of scratching on the side of the wall trying to get out.
Blimey. What was that all about?
Derek, why did you tell me that it was a siren?
I did tell you it was a siren. You were too busy trying to...
No, you said that it wasn't very attractive, and I said that was very rude.
I'm getting knocked off my feet, and now look, I'm all wet, and what the hell is that just wrapping around it trying to eat it right there? Tell you what, no bonus is worth this.
I don't know. I mean, it's the most excitement we've had on ages.
The siren looks at you in panic.
Do you know what? Maybe we should just look for these elves, actually. I can wait another 1,000 years. It's fine.
Don't look at me. 5 minutes ago, you were trying to eat me. You get what you got coming to you.
You dare to lay hands upon Zeramir? You'll get what's coming to you.
No, he feels a little bit sorry for it when he sees it getting swallowed up this tentacle, but it tried to eat him 5 minutes ago, so he doesn't feel that sorry for it.
Law of the jungle, I suppose, yeah.
Don't you give me that face. You tried to bite me 5 minutes ago. Got what you deserve.
It hisses at you again.
Yeah, well, you can hiss off.
And it gets pulled into the tank, and the water sloshes everywhere, and a bit of it spills out over the floor.
Aye, and good riddance too. Right, let's go see if we can find some way to get all this water out of here, and definitely try and get whatever that tentacle thing is nowhere near us,
You know, did I ever tell you about the time that I once bedded a siren? Aye, he was a fabulous creature.
Constantly.
I mean, look, okay? It's been a while. All right, let a broom dream.
It's a broom dream.
The siren was eaten by the thing in the tank. The janitor should fear a nearby elf with a shank. A gigantic cavern is where we go next, where a manor house waits to greet some new guests.
The elevators open up and you find yourselves in a sort of carved out rocky corridor. This corridor seems to have been carved out by machinery. You walk out down the corridor and there is a sort of cliffside path that runs down the interior of this cave. Below you, you can see an old sort of Georgian manor house. There appears to be like a perfect circle of grass and rocks and lakeside around it. It's very strange, and it's surrounded by these sort of 8 beacon-like objects that are sort of holding it there. To the other side, there seem to be these sort of makeshift sort of prefab buildings, and there's also a bunch of floodlights just lighting up the cave. It's a very big cave.
Question, is there any informative little plaques or leaflets or such that tells us what's meant to be down here?
Like a tourism board?
There may well be, indeed. Do you want to roll for focus and see if you can find some?
I will, yes please. 10.
I'd say you make your way down to the sort of area with the prefab buildings, and there appears to be a bunch of monitoring equipment everywhere. I'm going to say, who's probably the smart character here?
Probably the maths guy, the maths nerd.
Yeah, let's say the maths guy.
Yeah, the maths nerd. Okay, can you roll for probably focus for me to sort of see whether or not you can suss this out?
Okay, 17.
17, okay. Yeah, you figured this out pretty quickly. It appears that this manor house was teleported here. It was literally the whole area around the manor house in a big circle, a big perfect circle, was teleported out of its original location and put here into deep storage.
Does it say what its original location was in the documentation?
Its original location was a plantation in the south of Georgia. The family that owned the house went mysteriously missing, and it was teleported here by the O.M.E.N Demonology Department.
Nice.
I'm going to give Nana a ghostly chill, which is a nudge, and be like, I bet you, your sourdough starter, that's a haunted house.
Oh, absolutely. I'm rubbing my hands together.
I mean, ghosts need to live somewhere, right? What's wrong with house?
Personally, I live in a barrel.
Is there any indication in the documentation about what specific details of unusual things have been going on?
Yeah, they got a brochure with rooms or something. Hey, it's just like the old, the retirement home. I ain't going back to a retirement home, son!
I'd say roll for observation, just to see whether or not you can piece together what it is from inside all this documentation, because a lot of it's heavily redacted.
Redaction is all very well and good, but what did I roll? 6.
You got a 6. Okay. Yeah, you are not able to glean what is exactly in the house. All you know is it was removed for very good reasons.
I mean, it looks pretty nice. There's like a little lake you could go fishing for, like, I don't know, like ghost card or something. I don't know. I ain't much of a fisherman.
So this prefab house.
Yes.
Is it like? Are we just in sort of one room at it, or
we're not in it?
I mean, I'd say that you're sort of standing in front of one of them right now. There's just a bunch of like consoles scattered all around the areas in front of them, just sort of monitoring this house.
Well, Corey is going to get down to business. She's going to push open the door to the first prehab house, and you know, she's never used an AK. She doesn't know how to do it. She's a ghost, but she's going to go in and start looking for elves.
Okay. You go into this building and you can hear a sort of creepy Jack-in-the-Box sound.
Good.
Do you see any straw?
Straw? No. Just creepy sounds.
Good. I have a private fear I wish to just address, and if you see any straw, please tell me.
Sure. I'll alert you if there's any straw.
What the kind hell of asshole is scared by straw?
Oh, waste. And the rogue sets towards one of the 8 beacons that are surrounding the house.
Nanarai has run off cackling towards the barrier and is, you know, kind of peering and having a bit of fun at it.
Hurling buns at it.
Is Nanarai a witch or not?
That's a very impolite question, Valerie.
So rude.
Because that was very witchy.
Okay, so let's deal with these in turn. So, Nanarai, what barrier have you gone towards? Where are you going?
The big glowing barrier, I assume, is around the big house. You know, the circle one.
Ah, yes, yeah. So I wouldn't say there's a barrier, but you definitely, as a witchy kind of person, are able to detect there's something going on there.
Can I try and work it out with my witchy bread powers?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, you totally can. You can.
What do I roll?
So I'm going to say roll for focus, because that's what we use for magical stats.
What does the sourdough starter reveal?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Ooh. It was poisoned.
You've killed your starter. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I'm very sorry, Nana. You go up to one of the sort of beacons, and as you get close, a spark of magical energy shoots from the beacon, and it hits your sourdough starter. And the sourdough starter doesn't look quite right anymore.
It was too warm for the yeast. It's a tragedy.
Sleep well, my child.
The sourdough starter's dead. It's gone.
It's in the ghostly realm now.
Yeah. Can Dad Ghost perhaps see the ghost of some sourdough floating behind Nanarai now?
He sees the tiny ghost of little bacteria floating off to ghost bacteria heaven.
Oh, that's a tragedy, that is.
It's been 84 years.
Dragon, your rogue goes up to one of these beacons as well. What do you want to do?
What can I see with the beacons? Is there any like writing on it? Are there any symbols?
Yes, these have on them, emblazoned on them, the big O.M.E.N logo, and on them there is written Thormic Beacon.
I call the mathematician over.
I'd say the mathematician knows exactly what these things are. So Thormic Beacons are O.M.E.N's way of suppressing magical energies and keeping magical energies within certain fields.
Nice.
Can you roll for observation for me?
Yeah. One moment. Ooh. Pretty observant.
You see some glitter going up the path, where the path sort of leading up to the house is cut off from this teleport, and the glitter seems to travel towards the door. It's like this really weird multicolored glitter. The glitter is on both sides of the barrier, by the way.
So something gone in or something come out?
Something seems to have gone in, from what you can infer.
Probably some of the elves then, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
If the elves can get through it anyway, are we necessarily helped by it still being active?
With a Thormic beacon, it tends to keep things in rather than out.
Right.
Okay.
So stuff can go in, but stuff can't come out.
Oh.
If the Thormic beacon is attuned to what it's trying to keep in, it'll stay in.
So I couldn't, for example, have my dad go have a look and then just leave.
It depends on if it's attuned for ghosts. You don't know. If it was attuned for ghosts and your dad went through, your dad would not be able to come back out.
So that means that that's presumably why my ballpoint pen wasn't immediately vaporized because it's not attuned to ballpoint pens.
Yeah, because it's not for pens. Yeah, it's not designed for pens.
Not
It's
designed for pens.
something other than pens.
Is there any way to find out before going through?
So I say that you probably weren't able to glean that because of the heavily redacted information on the computers. However, we're just going to pop back to Corey.
Yes.
Who is still in the prefab room. You're still hearing that creepy music box in here.
How big is the room?
A relatively small room. It's sort of an office space. It seems to have been set up as like the place where whoever was going in and out of this house for excursions would go to have like their lunch break or sit and watch the TV in here. It seems like a little sort of staff room.
Okay.
Does it look like it's had multiple people in there, or just one?
It's probably had multiple people. Yeah, this is probably an area where like a bunch of staff have been.
And the sound, is it coming from like behind something or a particular direction, or?
It's coming from behind the sort of cafeteria bar thing. There's like a sort of cafeteria bar where there's like a coffee machine.
I am going to go around and have a look.
Okay.
And look to Dimitri and be like, and shrug.
Well, very worst, he'd say, pan-dimensional box with a springy lad.
Springy lad.
Springy lad. Yes, you go up to this thing, and it appears to be just a music box. It has a Christmas tree on the side, and it is currently playing happy music.
Can I set the AK-47 to do like a single shot and just shoot it?
Absolutely. Go for it.
Like to do.
Roll for agility for me.
Oh dear.
We tend to use that for...
8.
You shoot this thing, and it explodes.
Yay!
The ghost was reduced to a big blobby mess, but still it survived while under duress. Now we visit a group, a family affair. They go through an airlock to a gross fungal lair.
You find yourselves in a dark corridor.
Okay, so Max up front and the two young ladies next, and we'll use your bodies as meat shields.
I got this, Dad.
I don't understand this.
What's not to understand? I got a gun.
Elves are nice.
Oh, wait.
Elves bring you presents.
Not Santa's elves. They're pissed. These guys shot Santa with a nuke.
I think that we can just talk to them. And
I don't know.
I just realized I might have to shoot an elf.
I just got a grenade. That's pretty cool. I want to try to use it. I think we should go down the hall.
All right, I think I'm cool with it.
Calm down, children. So,
oh, sorry.
You need to understand, these are not pretty, wonderful, joyous little fantasy creature elves that you might like. These are the kind of elves that are savage and mean and might eat you, and you need to shoot with the AK-47, like you've been practicing recently with the extended magazine.
Video games have trained you for this, Max.
Can you roll for observation for me?
Oh boy, that's -1.
Ooh,
not 20.
I got 16.
The kid with the gun, -1.
I got 21.
Most of you can hear this. From down the hall, you hear the sound of an airlock whooshing open, and that's going to cause Max to panic, and you're going to fire off the gun.
What was that?
Max, your father did not say fire.
The bullet ricochets down the hallway and into the darkness.
We're still working on voice commands. He's not there yet.
Hey, listen, it didn't sound like it hit anybody.
I don't think the elves are all we have to worry about down here. If they're letting things out, there are much worse things down here.
What do they keep in cold storage? Is this cold storage?
You might be used as a shield, child, literally.
But I have a grenade.
I'm gonna hold you by your back straps.
Dad, don't talk to me like that.
Max turns to Floyd, points the gun at him, and goes, "Don't talk to my sister like that."
Back up front, you.
I'll protect you. You're on thin ice, mister. I have the gun. I'm the dad now.
I know the way out.
Look at me. I'm the dad now.
You're taking this into a weird place, kid.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Held is thinking about interjecting, but she's seen this like on Animal Kingdom shows, and she understands this is a challenge from the child to the alpha, so she's just got to let it ride out.
Karen straightens out her dress and starts walking.
Max is going to run into the hallway. Bring it on, you elf motherfuckers!
Watch your language.
You run down the hallway, and at the end of this hallway, there is what looks like a large airlock, and there is a bullet hole in the airlock. It appears to be leaking the air that's inside the airlock out into the corridor.
Is it like just normal air, or is it a funny color?
It smells weird.
I would like to use my creativity and my pocket protector to try to plug that hole.
Absolutely, roll creativity for me.
9.
Yeah, no, I'm going to say you're going to make a bung out of this pocket protector, and you just shove it into the hole. It's not like airtight, but it's good enough for what it needs to be, I guess, for now.
That's kind of sad. That was my fancy pocket protector too.
And that, children, is why you always carry a pocket protector.
To be protected.
I have this game that might fit in there. It's the ball in a cup game. Should we use that to plug the hole?
Sandy, that was a great idea. I want to be positive about that. However, your father has already plugged the hole, you see? So you're just a little bit late. But
So check
Good.
yourself,
A,
child.
A for effort.
Sandy, could you roll for observation for me?
I got 22.
Yeah, I think Floyd secretly suspects that you're not his.
Oh no.
As Floyd is plugging up this hole, Sandy, you are sort of like looking around, and you see inside the airlock a jangling bell on the end of a felt red hat.
Karen, there's what? Look, the Santa Claus is in there. Karen, don't tell.
Girls, what have I told you about whispering?
You think Santa Claus is in there?
Yeah, look, there he is. I see. Do you see the
I'm
jingling
gonna go
bell?
over and I'm gonna pull that pocket protector out and peek in.
Okay.
Through the hole?
So
To
your
the
father
hole.
just put the pocket protector in because he,
Sure.
as an
I'll put
adult,
it back when I'm done.
Sure, you pull out the pocket protector, and you get a good whiff of the smell coming out of this room, and you look in, and you see through the glass. It doesn't look like Santa. It's way too small to be Santa. And it turns around and it sees you, and it jumps back, and it's sort of this very ugly looking elf-like creature with mottled skin and a big boily nose. And it looks at all of you and goes,
You're the buggers who shot me!
Max immediately shoots at him.
Back in the hole.
It's a hole. You can't shoot through the
You
hole.
plug the hole back up.
Oh no! It shoots the door. Like that voice freaks him out, and he just immediately lets it out.
Roll for agility for me.
You said agility?
Yes.
That's a 21.
It's 21. Okay, so you are in luck in that the bullets do not immediately shatter the glass and send glass flying all over you.
I'm concerned that this child is wasting our ammunition.
The bullets fire off and they fly through the airlock, and some of them hit the elf in the leg.
Oh, Jesus Christ, why? Fuck you!
Yeah, that's what you get.
And it
You
presses-
should have attacked us.
Max, why did you do that?
We were.
No,
we're
elves
No one's
are-
they said we shoot the elves.
Elves
They
are
gave me a
nice.
gun and they said shoot the elves.
Elves are nice.
They could have lied to us, Max.
Screw all of you! I hate you! You shot me!
See, he's
no.
a dick.
No, wait.
You shot him, Max.
It was an
Let's-
accident.
Let's conduct a test.
I'm sure he's sorry.
Now calm down, children. Your father is talking.
Can we access this elf? Like, can we get inside with him?
You would have to vent the airlock.
We have to let all that smelly out air in.
Sandy, are you willing to go inside?
Just
No.
open the door.
No.
Open the door so I get a better shot at him.
Now we
Max,
have more
put the
holes
gun
to
away.
plug
Somebody
you.
open the door.
Plug the other
Kill
hole with your
shot.
ball.
While you're arguing about this, the elf presses a button and the doors on the other side of the airlock open, and he goes crawling out into whatever's behind the airlock.
He's
Well-
getting away.
Max, calm down, or I will take away your very big gun.
Try me, woman.
Did you just call me a woman?
You don't want to go down that road,
Yeah.
Max. Trust me.
I'm the dad now. I got the gun.
He
You're gonna
really
listen
is
to me,
really not
and we're
looking
gonna go
good on
kill
you,
that
Max.
elf.
Whether or not you have a gun, child, I am your mother, and you are acting
Well, you think
very
I won't do it?
inappropriately.
You think I
And
won't do it?
Do you want to be put in the
You
naughty?
won't push me?
Do you want to be put in the naughty corner in deep storage, and I will take the extended magazine away from you? If you want to keep playing with the extended magazines, you will apologize right now,
I'm sorry.
right?
I'm sorry.
And you will think that we're not going to open the door for you when
I'm
you
s-
have a gun standing behind us.
I'm sorry. Well, we got to do something though. Sorry. I'm sorry. We gotta go. We gotta
Yeah.
follow him. We gotta
This
see where
one
he's
is
going.
definitely your child, Floyd.
Let's go try to chase the goblin.
Well, do you want to impress your boss or not?
Meh. I'm secure.
I mean, what
I
should
have
we
my
just go back
Bible.
the other way?
And I have prayed nothing bad will happen to us.
Are these things gonna kill us?
How did we end up with such a wide spectrum of children?
Max is just gonna start trying to push like any buttons or pull any levers that are on the walls to open this.
Sure. You push the button, and the other door opens, and then the door on the other side closes, and the airlock has vented. So you can go in now.
Ah, sweet.
Good job, Max.
I did it.
It's that stinky air on the other side of
There's
this
nothing
door.
in here. Let's go.
Maybe we should just shoot one more time this side of the door to see if there's stinky air on the other side of the door.
Max fires at the other door.
Okay, roll for agility.
Our children don't respect us, Helda.
Oh no, that's a 6.
You shoot the glass, and the glass shatters everywhere, and the airlock is no more, and this whole room floods with the weird smell.
Oh no!
Did you bring the child whistle, Floyd?
Who farted?
Wasn't me. You smelt it, that's it.
Max, in front of you, you see what looks like a forest full of mushrooms.
Whoa! Max is immediately gonna like. How big are these mushrooms?
They're huge. They're like tree-shaped. They're huge.
Can I pick one?
A tree-sized mushroom you're gonna pick.
There's lots of little ones as
Fine.
well. There's lots of little ones everywhere. The entire floor seems to be like covered with this sort of like soft mushroomy loam.
Yeah, it's covered. Yeah, I want one.
Oh yeah, he's gonna go and try and start like climbing the mushroom trees and jumping, onto the mushrooms. And
I would like to look around to see if I can see like any borders. Like, are there walls, or is this like an extra dimensional pocket?
You're pretty sure this is some sort of extra dimensional pocket of some sort. You feel like electricity crackle on the back of your neck as you walk through, and you go, "Yep, no, that's definitely something extra dimensional going on here."
This could be very dangerous, children. You should lead the way. They don't keep the soft stuff in those, Helda. We don't know what's in here. These mushrooms could be sentient for all we know.
what does sentient mean? As Max jumps off the side of one of these mushrooms.
It means that we know how to speak.
What was that?
I hope somebody picked up that phone.
It
'cause
also
I
normally
fucking
means you
called
don't
it.
do parkour with a gun at the same time.
He needs to learn to multitask.
You turn to where the voice was, and you see this short, squat mushroom man.
Whoa! Everybody come over here. There's a dude.
It's a Koopa! Or not a Koopa, what's the mushroom one?
Toad. Is it Toad? No. Does he look like Toad?
My name isn't Toad.
What's your name?
My name is Morel.
Ooh,
I'm not edible, I'm sentient.
Do you have a friend named Chantrell?
Chantrell is my wife. Yes.
Oh, how fun.
Welcome to the Mushroom Kingdom.
Did he feel it when I picked one of him?
No, the world will have felt, but I am not part of the world. Why are you here, intruders? Why are you here in our world?
There was an elf. I was supposed to shoot him, and I shot him, but not like a killing shot, and he got away. And everybody was like really mad about me shooting him, even though we were told to shoot him.
The child's not efficient.
Come with me.
Sweet, let's go.
Come to our village. You must present yourself to our leader.
Sure, this seems like an adventure.
Oh, this you want to go first on?
Oh no, we're not going first. As I say that, I push you ahead of us.
We follow.
You follow this mushroom man through these forests of mushrooms. The entire atmosphere is thick with these spores everywhere. Can you all roll for focus for me?
Hey, Morel, was it?
Yes?
Should we be breathing this in?
Probably not, but it's okay.
It's possible, children, that we're being infected and impregnated right now with all these spores. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
I got a 16.
I got a 3.
I got a 5.
Max, you notice that your nose feels a bit itchy. Floyd, you have a weird tickly cough.
My throat tickles.
You make your way to the edge of this sort of like cliff edge in this strange pocket dimension. You look below you, and there is like a little town of mushroom people.
Oh, what a nice view.
It's really, really pretty.
A little town of mushroom people.
Yeah. They're built around what looks like this sort of like large statue of what appears to be a pizza box.
Are they sliced mushrooms?
Like, what is the size relative to us? Are they like tiny or people sized?
So some of them are people sized, and some of them are more Oompa-Loompa kind of size.
Max is immediately gonna take off down towards this village. It's like, check this place out.
Please do not speak too loudly. We tend to be quite quiet and reserved here in the Mushroom Kingdom.
What?
I said, please be quiet.
I'll try.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Normally we keep a muzzle on.
And what is your parenting technique? I mean, when I look after my sporlings, I tend to use the mushroom technique. You know,
we let them do what they want, and then if they die, it's not our fault.
Similar to the mushroom technique, then.
You make your way down into the village, and he takes you into this building where there's this giant pizza box above it. You go inside, and you have this horrible smell of rot all of a sudden. It smelled a bit funky this entire time, but there's a really bad smell of rot in here.
Wasn't me.
I think something crawled up these guys' butts and died.
In the middle of the room, there is what looks like a very, very old pizza box, and all of the mushroomy, loamy stuff seems to be spreading out of it.
Max points at it and goes, "Is that where you guys, like, come from?"
The progenitor box. Yes.
So that's like your mom?
This is our mum, yes.
Your mom seems nice.
I mean, yeah.
She's a little smelly, but...
I don't know. She kind of reminds me of our mom.
Wow. You gonna take that?
Don't cross me, child. I don't even need the gun.
I told you, come at me again.
She will beat you in your sleep, buddy.
Moral goes over to a really large, really grumpy-looking mushroom on the other side of the room and whispers in its ear, and it looks at all of you and goes, "What brings you to the Pizza Hut?"
You guys brought us here.
The deals.
"You come to my kingdom, and you ask for what from us, the mushroom people?"
Do you have elves here?
Medium with cheese.
You quote the ancient scriptures, but you do not know what they mean.
2 for 1, $10.99.
2 for 1, $10.99. Blessed be its name. I am Papa John.
I would like to use my persuasion to convince him that I am a secret, priest of their religion.
Absolutely, go for it.
This is blasphemy. I pull out my Bible and start reading.
21.
21. Where do you come from, traveler?
Little Caesars.
Dominoes.
The cheese is stuffed.
The cheese is stuffed. The cheese is stuffed. What, do you need our help for something? What is your reasoning to be here?
Have you seen any elves?
Yeah, you got any elves?
We have had reports of a creature in the nearby black mold forest.
Is he wearing a bell? Does he have a bell?
Was he bleeding? Did you see any gunshot wounds?
There was a delicious fluid coming from him, indeed.
What kind of red sauce are you using?
The red sauce of the god below us, as you can see. It gives us life. 2 for 1 on Wednesdays.
Hey, Dad, can we get pizza after this?
Stuffed crust is $2.99.
Well, can you point us in the direction of that elf so I can finish the job here?
You, as an arbiter from another clan, we will give you our finest warriors and you can go forth to stop him. However, be warned, the Black Mold Kingdom is dangerous.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Looks delicious.
We had black mold one time, didn't we?
You can only tell if you are a qualified inspector.
And so the family and their mushroomy friends headed off to the black mold to their horrendous ends. Now we go to Darling, Egg, and Pocky. Their journey down to Prime's lab is incredibly rocky.
Luckily, Darling was paying attention, and you managed to follow Darling down the right way. Pocky and Egg got completely lost, but Darling was able to continue guiding them down these vents. And eventually you make your way to the correct vent, which Smedley has already pre-sprayed with a cold ice spray. He went down there earlier to spray it for you, so you can easily break it off.
Oh my god.
We're so lucky.
He thinks of everything.
He really does.
He's got us. He's always got us. He got our back. Always got us. What a good man. Mm-hmm.
All right, Egg, you're beefy.
Okay. All right. And,
Roll for strength.
yeah, I got a 6.
Yeah, you bang into this vent. It doesn't quite budge it, but it does make a loud sound, and you hear someone move around below the vent.
Oh dear. Okay. Ooh, shit, I'm air coming out of a vent. Don't mind us. Air doesn't say words. Oh, whoosh.
Roll for luck.
Dang it. Why are all these rolls so bad?
Oh, man.
You hear from below you the sound of a familiar voice, but it sounds somewhat wrong. Hello? Who's up there? What's going on? I'm going to go get a ladder, and you hear it run off down the hallway.
Oh, no. They're getting louder?
Okay, well, there's a corner around here, so just come duck back behind this corner. Maybe he won't come all the way over.
Okay. I don't even. Oh God.
And now we just gotta be quiet. And I clap a hand over Egg's mouth.
There's just sweating. Just so much sweat.
You hear a ladder clatter down the hallway near this vent, and it places itself against the wall, and up climbs this guy, and the vent gets pulled off of its hinges, and then you see two arms reach into the vent. Is there anyone there? Are there any elves in the vents? What's going on? I'm armed.
I'm just petting Egg's head reassuringly. Hopefully we're out of reach of this thing.
Hello? Alright. No elves? I'm going to get into roll for observation. It's a 0.
Didn't see nothing.
Alright. Well, if there are any elves in there, I would have taken you. You know that, right? I would have totally bust your bottoms. I'm going to go now. Bye. And you hear him go down the ladder, and you hear the ladder get moved away, and you hear him walking off.
Oh my god. Okay. Good job, everybody. We
Yeah, great job, everyone.
saved our own bottoms. I think Dad would be proud.
Yeah.
He would, yeah.
All right, let's
I
go.
still have his precious sticky note.
You all drop down into this corridor below. There is no one around right now.
Sneaky.
Yeah, let's try to make it as fast as we can.
Yeah, you scutter along the floors and you make your way to a nearby door. This door has above it in big letters, the Smedley Labs.
Can we read?
I was just about to ask that.
I thought we were really smart like raccoons.
I was going to assume Egg probably couldn't really read that well.
Egg can't read, no. I don't think Egg can read, but I imagine Pocky's picked up on most words.
Yeah.
You recognize at least the symbols that make up the word Smedley, so you assume this is the right way.
Yeah, it's like, this looks like Smedley. I can identify what Smedley is. He did say something about Smedley, right?
Oh, yeah.
We're after Smedley Prime. Yeah.
So this looks right. Yeah. Confidence.
There is a keypad to your left.
There's a lot of buttons.
Could I potentially do an observation to see if there are any numbers that are more worn down than others?
Absolutely. Yeah, roll for observation for me.
Yeah.
1, 4, 5, and 0 are worn down.
Guess I'm just going to start punching.
Okay, roll for luck for me.
Yeah.
You press a bunch of numbers on this keypad and you get the right code, and you hear, "Hello, this is Master Smedputer. Welcome, Dr. Smedley." And the door opens up.
Oh my god.
Thank you, keypad.
You make your way into this room. It appears to be an elevator that goes down even deeper into the facility.
Oh.
That's a big box.
Not that you've ever seen an elevator before.
What's that box do?
I don't like this. It's like a cage they put their Smedleys in.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
It's okay.
Dad wouldn't send us in here if it weren't safe.
You hear footsteps coming down the corridor.
Get in the trench coat.
Okay.
Egg on the bottom.
Yep, of course.
I'll be middle.
Okay.
All right, you form Testudo trench coat form.
Do we have like a hat or a hood?
Yeah, I imagine you've got a hat.
Okay.
You're gonna wear the hat in a way where it's sort of it's covering your face a little bit.
Yes.
You get dressed up like this, and another Smedley comes around the corner, and he comes into the elevator and stands next to you.
I'm not gonna say a thing. I'm just gonna wait.
You're a bit tall. What's going on? What's going on here? Are you all right?
Just a cold.
Going down or going up?
I'm gonna like duck my head down, like the chin just underneath this shirt. Are we going down or are we going up?
I don't know. What does the sticky note say?
I think we're going down, I thought it was below. Didn't he say below?
Oh, we're going down.
Cool. All right. Well, that's the only way you can go from this elevator, so sure. And then he presses the button, and the elevator starts to go down, and he goes, "So, are you new around here? I've never seen you before."
Yeah, we're clone 1450. Very sickly.
I didn't realize there were that many of them now.
I know, just every day churning out new ones.
Yep. Well, I'm 808, but you can call me Bob if you want.
I like that. That's a good name.
Cool. All right. Well, I'll see you around. This is my stop. I'll get off. What floor are you going to? Are you going to? You must be going to the Smedley Prime Labs.
Yes, we just have to take some paperwork down.
Why would you be doing that?
Because we were told to.
By who?
By another Smedley, I think. I don't know, something to do with their research.
Okay. All right. Roll for persuasion for me.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What do you get?
I didn't hack this, I swear. 15.
You're doing very well. You're getting very consistent rolls.
Yeah, it's very consistent.
He goes, all right, yeah, no, that checks out. We do a lot of research down here. Okay, well, I'll talk to you later. I hope you enjoy yourself down here, I guess, because you're new. So, yeah, just have a good time, okay?
Thanks. It was nice meeting you.
It was nice meeting you too.
Happy Christmas.
Yep, Merry Christmas to you. Bye. And he goes out of the elevator and you head down.
Oh my god.
Very stable down there. Egg.
Oh god, I wasn't breathing.
No,
I'm so scared.
You have to breathe, sweetheart. You can't pass out on us.
Oh, okay.
The legs can't pass out, and I just pat Egg on top of her head.
And I'm gonna pass the pats down. I'm gonna pat Pocky and have her pass those down.
Okay, like I'm passing the pats. So I'm just patting you
Safe.
double. There you
Safe
go.
pats. Okay. Okay.
The elevator opens up at the lowest floor. The room that you're going into is bathed in a really unpleasant light, and there are vats on either side of this room, and there are weird things floating in all of them.
I feel like a weird tumbly grumbly about this place.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's a little creepy.
Here's a nice candy to calm our nerves. Everybody take one. I'll take 3.
Yeah.
Where did you keep these?
You know, places.
Okay.
That was just so thoughtful. Thank you so much, Abe.
Yes, thank you, Egg.
You're very welcome. I'm sorry if they're sweaty.
Yes. It's been scary. It's been very
I
scary.
eat garbage. This is fine.
This is great.
Yeah, this candy's the best.
Can you all roll observation for me?
Ah, dick.
Jeez. Oh, thank God.
Egg, you peer out through the hole in the trench coat. You swear you just saw something patrolling out here between all these vats. You're not sure what it was, but you definitely saw something. And as Darling peers over the top of the trench coat, she tips forwards and the entire pyramid falls down to the ground with a large thump.
No!
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I just tilted.
There's a thing.
A thing?
A thing.
What thing?
Get behind the vat.
A moving thing.
I'm gonna scurry behind that.
Roll for agility for me.
Everybody?
Yes. If you're all scurrying, then yes.
Yay!
Wow. Okay. Oh, great.
Oh, no.
Pocky, you go like lightning speed across to behind this vat. You see coming down the hall towards you what looks like a sort of giant robotic tank with machine guns on either side. Intruder detected.
Oh no. I see that happening. Can I be creative and hop on top of it? Scurry back over?
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna scurry back down and then I'm gonna hop on top of it, hopefully not where the machine guns are pointing, but distract it. So I'm going to be creative with it. Let's see how that does. So do the creative.
Roll creative.
Nope.
You climb on top of this thing, but it recognizes you're there and it spins and throws you off, and then it turns around to focus its attention on you.
Hey, that hurt. But yeah, look at me, not over there. I'm a raccoon and I can talk.
Unsmedley detected. Destruction will become imminent.
Does the trench coat have a belt on it?
Yeah.
All right, I want to take the belt off and hand the other end of it to Egg.
Okay.
All right, we gotta run as fast as we can and then wrap around that thing's legs.
Roger.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Both of you roll for agility and it'll be the best one that gets it.
Oh, God. There was an attempt.
You come running towards it and you try to tie its legs up with this belt, but you do that thing where you sort of both swing around and you smack each other in the face. The robot then looks down at both of you and goes, "More intruders. All will be destroyed."
Wait, what if we ask it a question?
What's the meaning of life?
If God created a microwave that can make the hottest burrito, could God eat that burrito?
Can you roll for persuasion for me?
Yes!
And you got a 17. The robot looks down at you and goes, "Burrito?" And it shuts down.
No, Egg!
It just rolls back sighing.
I tackle Egg to the ground with a hug. Save my life.
Yeah, I'd jump into that pile too.
Oh my God. Also, I think God could eat that burrito, but that's just me.
I bet he would eat that burrito, but like,
also, Schmedley is God, so
There's no way he would make a microwave so hot.
he would make the perfect burrito temperature to eat.
Yeah, perfect.
You hear a crackling in the headset you've got on. What's going on down there? I'm detecting that there's been an alert level triggered. Are there elves down there with you? What's going on?
No elves, just a giant robot, but we have disabled it.
You disabled the Mega Smed?
Yeah, Egg did a really great job.
Thank you.
Oh, well done, Egg. I'm proud of you. What did you do?
I asked it a question about burritos.
Did you do a paradox, Egg?
Is that a...
Yeah, she said something about burritos. If God could make a really hot microwave burrito, could make it extra hot, would God eat that burrito? Something like that?
Would he be able to?
Would he be able to eat that burrito?
So yeah, it's the burrito paradox.
Interesting. Existentialism.
Yeah.
Well done, Egg. Well done.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
And I clap my little tiny hands together excitedly.
Whereabouts are you? Can you describe what's around you?
Tubes.
A lot of vats.
Tubes and vats.
Yeah.
Okay, you're probably in the cloning labs. Do you remember when you were first born and you're in those vats of slime for a while?
Oh, yeah. It's like Jello.
Yeah, this is where I was.
Oh.
This is where I was born.
Oh. Egg touches the ground in reverement.
Yeah. This is where gods are created.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we're not worthy.
It's a big day.
I want you to continue forward. Smedley Prime's lab is very close to you. You're going to have to get through the trap room, though.
Okay.
But I have full faith in you, okay?
Okay,
yeah.
The traps are switched up once every few hours, so I don't know what's going to be in there, so good luck.
We got this. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
A robot confused by our raccoon-based team. Now they stand in a room where the clone vats do gleam. To the mermaid we travel, an underground lake, in which dwells a monster that awaits a mistake.
You enter a room. This room appears to be some sort of library of books. The books are on bookshelves, and those bookshelves are upon sliding sort of metal racks that let the bookshelves move back and forth. Can you all please roll for observation for me?
Absolutely.
Gladly.
I got a 17.
I got 15.
I got 10.
And John's rocking a 14.
Very nice. Okay, you all see it. It's there on the other side of the room. Santa's little elf with his little pointy hat and little jangly little leggy jingly janglies. They're jangling in front of him. And he's there. He is looking at you. He sticks his tongue out and he blows a raspberry in your direction.
Hello there, little fellow. And Enid waves quite excitedly.
Screw you all! Justice for Santa! You're all gonna die! I'm gonna kill every single one of you! I'm gonna rip your throats out! You're all gonna die! Screw you all!
I think it wants to kill us.
Can I roll my command creature?
You can. Yeah, go for it. I would say it's not a creature, though.
Oh, it's not a creature. Damn it.
No, so you can't
well,
really command it, but you did get a focus of 25.
I very, very succeeded.
Yes. Okay, so you got a focus of 25 there. It's technically not a creature, but you managed to calm it down to the point where it is not going to immediately slam the bookshelves on you if you decide to walk towards it.
Oh. I will edge my way very carefully, like a person would approach an injured animal that they think might attack at a moment's notice, and I just sort of make my way. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to hurt you. We just need to calm you down. Because there are some very nasty people in.
Calm down? What are you talking about? Why should I calm down? I'm not going to calm down. I'm here for blood. I want to kill everyone. I want to break things.
I think we should let it.
I rummage in my bag, and do I have any blood in my assorted monster food?
Oh my god!
You said he wanted blood.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say you've got it.
If you want blood, I've got this, and I hold up a little blood bag.
Oh god, that's disgusting. I don't want real blood. I want, like, metaphorical blood. I want the blood of you. I want your blood. I want you to die. I want to kill you all.
But
I want revenge. I want justice for our boss.
What happened to your boss?
O.M.E.N fired a missile at him.
Oh.
That does sound like the sort of thing we'd do, yes.
Revenge! Revenge! Death to all of you!
Is he dead?
No, he's fine. He's just angry. Wouldn't you be pissed if someone fired a missile at you?
Yeah.
I'm pissed about it. I'm pissed on his behalf. Wouldn't you be?
Well, then death to all of us seems a little out of proportion.
I think he must be in the right.
Yeah, I am in the right. You're right.
He's obviously very mad about something, and Goldie still with her Christmas. She's still with her Christmas tree sunglasses, just kind of pushes them down onto her nose and looks over them. It's just like, he's clearly very mad about something. I say we let them commit the genocide and we just get out of here while, they're busy.
Let's leave mass slaughter as a backup plan.
Oh, boring. Okay.
Mass slaughter now. Yeah, I like the idea of that.
The elf starts flying because hobgoblins can fly.
What?
And it flies over the top of you and it starts knocking books off the shelves.
How big are they?
I'd say the books are standard A4 sized, and then the elf itself is about the size of a small child.
Oh, well, now John's very uncomfortable about his idea.
Yeah, you are. For God's sakes. And it starts knocking books off the shelves, and these books, can everyone please roll for agility to see if you can catch the books? If you want to try and catch the books, that is.
Oh.
I'll catch a book, or I'll deflect a book.
I could do. It's not going to go well.
9.
4.
Oh,
yes. Oh, that's another critical failure for -1.
Oh no.
Okay, so Goldie, you are lucky and a book lands in your tank, but you're able to keep it closed. John, you manage to catch a book, but it then slips out of your hands and lands on the floor. Enid, a book lands on your head.
Ow!
Jacqueline, you fall flat on your face and the book opens in front of you and it starts screaming in your ears. It screams so loudly that your eardrums pop.
Jacqueline probably screams right back at it, grabbing her ears because fuck!
The book is still screaming on the floor, and in this moment of shock, the elf managed to fly out through the door at the other end of the library. But before it did that, it flicked a switch, and now the bookcases are swinging wildly back and forth.
Yeah, okay, I want to try and shoot the book.
You want to shoot the book?
I want to shoot the book.
Okay, roll for agility.
Fuck that, it's making too much noise. Oh, it's an agility roll? Oh, I'm
Yes,
fucked.
all rolls for shoots are agility, unless you can persuade me otherwise.
I did get a 16.
You got a 16, so you're fine. You AK-47 this book, and it tatters into shredded paper, and the screaming stops. Now you're just in this room. I think a few of you are on one side of it, and a few of you are on the other side. I think, Dee, your character's definitely near the door. The elf just went out, and I'd say that 2 of you are in the middle of so there's 2 sets of bookcases across the middle of the room.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say that Jacqueline and John, you're in the middle, and on the other side of the room still is Goldie. Goldie is still right at the front of the room, sitting in her little robot, not bothered too much, but there are now these swinging bookcases back and forth.
Okay, looking down at the book, I would like to smirk and say, honestly, screaming like that, you ought to grow a spine. And I'll flip the AK over my shoulder. Very, very cool.
Very nice.
And then work out how the hell to get out of here. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, cool. So you all need to get across the other side of the room where Dee is at the minute.
Yes. Jacqueline's going to stagger to her feet, turn to John and go, I have an idea. Stand behind me and follow. And then probably doesn't hear any response that you say.
Does the idea involve running? Just feel free to do whatever you're about to do.
Jacqueline is going to try to cast some sort of protective warding spell, given that seems like the sort of thing she would do as a self-trained hedge witchy type person.
Sure. Okay, roll for focus. I'm going to say you get a +1 because of all the enchanted books in the room.
Cool.
9. Oh, I think
That's
so.
more like it. From one end of the scale to the other, that's a 25 critical success.
Very nice. Okay, so you cast this spell, and in fact, this spell is so powerful that it manages to settle all the books that are now sort of flying around the room very angrily, and they all go back into their positions, and the bookcases themselves begin to form back into a position where they're not swinging wildly around the room. So congratulations, you've solved my bookcase puzzle. You did it.
Oh, I wasn't expecting it to work that well.
That was very impressive.
Meanwhile, in the room next to you, you hear a loud metallic clanking sound.
Is this the room that we could, go into?
Yes, this is the room that the elf ran out through.
Well, you are clearly the most powerful among us, so would you like to go first, and I'll cover you with my gun? You can't hear that, can you? Okay, I will make hand motions of you forward, me behind with gun.
Roll for creativity.
How about persuasion?
Okay.
Oh, thank fuck. That's
yeah,
14.
She gets it. Yeah, she gets it.
Jacqueline, probably slightly forgetting that she can speak, gives you the thumbs up and starts walking ahead.
Love that.
Since the room's safe, Goldie can just walk.
Yes, the room is safe, so you're good.
Yeah, ever since the book was screaming, Enid's bag has been really sort of jiggling around and bouncing about. She unzips the top half. She says, "It's too dangerous. You can't come out." But out of it out of it pushes its way a little creature. It sort of jumps out the bag and lands on the floor. It is approximately the size and shape of a Yorkshire Terrier. It doesn't have any fur, but its whole body is covered in bulbous eyes of various sizes that move independently and blink independently, all of each other. Its legs and its tail are tentacles with little suckers on them, and its teeth are much like an anglerfish, but specifically the anglerfish in Finding Nemo that scares them when Nemo's dad and Dory get lost in the dark.
I believe that is a viperfish.
Horrifying.
If you say so.
A viperfish.
This is IC692.
Your pet.
And I just call him IC. And he's my pet.
Goldie's pupils dilate. She wants to eat it.
Oh god.
Oh no.
She just sees food. She's finally moving across the room because she sees something that she wants to eat.
Oh, horrific.
Oh no. I feel like I wouldn't automatically assume that's what you were thinking though.
No,
so,
you wouldn't.
I'm gonna let this go for a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, she stops in front of you and takes the sunglasses off, and she just looks down at it and goes, "Are you gonna eat that?"
No. Enid puts up her hands in front of Goldie and says, "Oh no, please, this is my pet. If you're hungry, I do have," and I ruffle through my bag and have a variety of bizarre food stuff, like a bag of blood, a bag full of gooey fish eyes, some like bones and crickets and other dead things. Anything here take your fancy?
Only dead things. Have you not got anything that's going to squirm on the way down?
I mean, I've got some worms. Are worms okay?
It reminds me of the days I used to steal tackle from fishermen. But yeah, sure. There was nothing good at the buffet.
And I give Goldie a big handful. Give Goldie a big handful of worms.
She's just going to be snacking on them like Haribo's now.
So upsetting. While this is going on, I would like to subtly scan IC 619.
Yes.
692.
692 with my pheromone duplicator, which I'm sorry to say looks like an aftershave bottle. And allows me to try and recreate the particular pheromones of whichever creature it scans that I can then spray a fine mist of at an opportune time, because I'm worried about the the disposition of this thing, and I want to be able to maybe exert some control over it.
Roll for focus. Let's see if it works.
Oh, bollocks. Okay. That's an 8, because I did not think I would need focus. This is fine.
Sorry, so you point it at that thing, and you hear a bleeping on your aftershave bottle, and you look at it and it says unknown.
Oh, my stomach drops.
The group of you make your way into the next room, and as you walk out through the door, you find yourself in a large chamber. It's a big cave-like chamber, and in the center, across the middle, flows like a vast river. And in the middle of the river, there is a bridge. Unfortunately, that bridge seems to be out at the minute, and on the other side of the bridge is a control panel, and on the other side of that control panel is the fucking elf. And it's looking up at you, and it's grinning with glee, with a pleasured glee on its face.
I'm gonna eat it.
You won't be able to catch me now. You can try and eat me. Find it, try me. You can't do it. I taste like cookies. You're never gonna have me.
Cookies, really?
We should all eat it.
Well, that is tempting, actually.
Enid looks very conflicted.
It runs off down the hall nearby on the other side of the river.
Okay. So how wide is it water?
It's water, quite deep water. You don't know what's in it. You sort of like you've made your way out of that room you were in, and you've gone down like a ramp. This is sort of basically just like it's like a bit of the cave network from the original Deep Storage is here, and the building that you were in, the sort of like library, is suspended above you on little pillars, and you've gone down a ramp into this sort of cave area with a river running through it.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to be flowing, though. It seems to be still, so it's been dammed on both sides.
And how wide is the river?
Wide enough that you wouldn't be able to jump it.
Nice. Okay.
Can you roll for observation for me?
That's a 2.
Keep reaching for a real dice.
Yes, Jacqueline.
Ooh,
20.
At least somebody noticed.
Another critical. What am I rolling today?
Very well, apparently.
Apart from the 2 which were really bad.
Yes, you're a person of dichotomies. You have both really bad rolls and really good rolls. Jacqueline, you notice a rather long, slimy, scaly thing like dart just below the water as you come down the ramp. And both you and Goldie recognize that there is some sort of... There's like a long metal... I don't know how to describe it. Like a long metal railing that goes above the top of the river. And what is suspended from that appears to be a net, and that net is full of meat.
Ooh. You know, I think they're feeding something down in that water. I'm sure I saw something.
If I know anything about this sort of thing, this is the classic shark-infested waters that a villain might lower you into in a very exciting moment that needs to be escaped, but I don't see anything to lower us in there with, so I think we're safe.
Oh, some of my best friends are sharks. I could get in there, steal his lunch, maybe get to the other side.
I was going to say, Goldie, this feels like your element.
It kind of does, doesn't it? And my sole motivation right now is to eat that elf. It's got on my nerves. If we get it, I am going to eat it. My jaw is going to unhinge and it's not going to be pretty. So,
oh my god.
I think I'm going to get in the water.
Do you like the taste of cookies?
Oh, it doesn't matter what it tastes like. It's purely for his not enjoyment, the opposite of
Straight
that.
down. Oh.
Yeah.
So you want to get in the water?
Yeah, I'm going to get in the water. Okay. Quite comfortable.
Godspeed. I quite like my new gun. I wonder if I should just give it a quick spray.
Okay, go for it. Roll for agility before Goldie gets in the water.
I think I'll clear it with Goldie first. I'll say what do you say? I give it the old Russian hello.
Shoot it. If you kill it, I get its lunch. Whatever's in that bag as well. That meat looks quite putrid. I'm telling you, that's mine too.
What bag?
The meat and the railing.
The bag of meat above the...
Aha, John didn't spot that bag of meat. But, okay.
Oh, yes. Oh, perfect role-playing. Very well. Very nice.
Oh, thank you. Didn't even notice me. Okay, okay, in that case, there's a bag of meat up there. I wonder, can I shoot the meat down?
Oh, brilliant idea.
Or then will you get distracted and not
shoot the meat sounds like some kind of euphemism.
Do you want to shoot the meat?
So is it... It's a bag of meat. Is it suspended by?
It's a suspended bag of meat. Yes, a suspended bag of meat. Suspended by what looks like straps, fabric straps.
Okay, can I shoot the straps? I'm going to try and shoot the straps.
Give it a go.
With my
Give it a try.
High rate of fire AK-47. That's a 13.
I would say that works. You shoot the straps, and after a short period of time rat-a-tat-tatting on it, the meat plunges down into the water. And it's here you hear a strange rumbling sound into the water. And several loops of a big, thick, snake-like monster come out of the water, followed by a somewhat plesiosaur-like head.
Oh, horrific.
And it comes out of the water, looks at all of you, lets out a roar, and then it goes beneath the water to start feasting on the meat.
Oh, that's not a shark.
That is not a shark.
Incredible.
In fact, I would say that a certain Jacqueline might be able to identify what that is if you roll for focus.
Focus?
Jacqueline.
Absolutely.
Yeah, why not?
10.
That's Nessie.
What?
I always wondered where she got to. That's Nessie.
Nessie! Oh my goodness! Nessie! Oh, and I try and call to Nessie. Nessie! I'm one of your biggest fans. Hello.
Maybe we can talk to Nessie when we're on the other side.
Are you getting close to the water?
Oh, Christ.
Yes, because I'm an idiot.
Oh, Christ.
Roll for agility.
Oh god, that is my dump stat. Well, actually, I've got lots of dump stats, but yes, that's not good. Oh, good roll.
Oh, nice.
You are lucky. You almost slip into the water where the water is churning and bubbling. On the other side of this sort of lakey, rivery thing, the Nessie isn't, so you could swim across quite safely and then restore the bridge if you wanted. Goldie?
Yeah, could we send Goldie across to fix the bridge?
Goldie will do it as long as she can grab a piece of meat along the way. Can she do that?
You can try.
I think that's fine. I would say roll for agility to see how successful that is.
Okay, I have my thing about water and agility.
You do. What is your
So-
thing about water and agility?
When Goldie is in a large body of water, her agility and her observation swap.
So roll for observation then.
Yeah, now that I'm in the water. It's a 10.
That's a 10.
10.
Okay, I'm just going to roll observation for something else quickly.
Something.
Okay, I got a 3, so you're lucky. Nessie is more than happy devouring away at food. She's going at that bag of meat quite voraciously. You manage to go in, you grab a little slither of putrefying meat, you stuff it in your gob, and then you head over to the other side of the water, and you flop upon the land. And next to you is the control panel.
Can I reach it? I didn't think about this.
I'm going to say it takes you a considerable time to flop yourself up to the point where you're able to turn on this thing.
I want to use my malfunctioning glamour field emitter to see if I can speed things up.
I'm going to get you to roll for creativity, and depending on how high it is, depends on what you turn into.
Okay. Ooh, 21.
You turn into a fully formed human.
Oh, okay.
With all the useful human legs and arms and ability to stand upright.
The right number of them, yeah.
No, definitely. You've got all the right appendages you need. You still kind of look like you. But if you had legs, it's quite the transformation has been quite kind.
Do I have clothes?
Yes. Do you want clothes?
Okay. I mean, I think
Yes,
Goldie
you've
would
got
want
clothes.
them.
Yes,
Okay,
I
good.
imagine Goldie has clothes.
Okay, she's a bit disgusted.
Was she not wearing clothes on the top half before?
She had scales, so maybe she's just got scales over her bits. Well, she's covered. She's fine. She's disgusted that she's got legs now. She doesn't like them, but she can move easier now.
She's wearing a sequin dress that somewhat imitates scales.
Oh, pretty.
Which is quite fetching. It's very nice. It's a nice scaly cocktail dress.
Ooh, sparkly.
John is feeling many emotions.
Instead of it going horribly wrong, like originally it was going to go, you slap on your glamour field, everything goes well, you deftly flick the buttons with your now human fingers, your disgusting human fingers, and the bridge extends.
The mermaid's a lady, and Nessie has eaten. The bridge was extended, but there's still time to be beaten. Now we go to the group of gobletier children, as they enter a room with a mirror pavilion.
The doors to deep storage open up, and you are beckoned towards them. Other groups have already gone, and some groups are still waiting behind, but this is your floor. Right, there you go. Have fun. Good luck.
All right.
Cool. See ya.
See you in a few hours. Remember, the elves down here aren't really technically elves. They're more like hobgoblins, so they can fly. So just be careful. And they will be armed.
Flying, armed elves.
Armed with what?
It appears they have some sort of glitter cannons.
Cool.
That fire razor-sharp glitter, so be careful of that.
All right. So show of hands. Who thinks we're about to die?
Nah.
I raise my hand and also hide behind Ferris's character.
Fair enough. Let's do this thing.
You find yourselves in a long corridor. This corridor has a flickering light at the end of it. At the end of the corridor, there is a single big metal door that is slightly open.
Yes, Cecilia, you should go first. You're the oldest. It is your right.
Piper has the gun.
I will go beside you with the gun.
All right.
And I'll be back here for emotional support.
You always are. Going to peek through the door.
Peek through the door. Good choice. That's a smart move, rather than just running through it like other groups have.
I do have at least 1 degree.
Yes. You peek through the door, and in this room, you see... It's a very interesting room. In the center of the room, there is a big clearing, and around the outside of the room, there are about 50 to 60 mirrors placed in a circle. They're like several layers of mirrors going outwards.
Oh.
They're all old antique mirrors.
Are we currently reflected in any of them?
Not currently, because you're outside of the room. Can you roll for observation for me? I want to see what else you can glean. See if you can glean anything special.
Not much.
I say there are several exits to this room on the corners of this sort of circular room. One of them has like a little glint when you look at it. There doesn't seem to be anyone in there from what you can tell.
All right. We have rings of mirrors. We have exits. I think we all know what mirrors do, so we should probably not disturb them.
Yeah, they steal your soul.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that too. They also contain things.
Yeah.
So try not to get reflected.
But isn't that what mirrors do?
Well, I don't know. We'll army crawl through here. Keep to the fringes.
Feel free to army crawl through there. I'm going to say if you want to army crawl through there, roll for agility for me.
Okay.
Well, that's a 5.
That's a 17.
I'm a minotaur. I'm not very agile.
That's a 20.
Piper?
Yes.
You mold with the shadows and just zip around this room to the other side where the glint of like shiny stuff was. Cameron, you just sort of playing with your phone and you just walk across the center of the room and Celia, you're moving across this room super suspiciously. But you are an 8-foot cow lady.
Yep.
You end up knocking one of the mirrors out of alignment.
Oh no.
And you feel the room get really, really weirdly cold.
Oh no.
Roll for focus for me, please.
It's going to be a 21 from me.
You feel something ghostly on the back of your neck, and you turn around and you see hands grasping out of the mirror. But you manage to pull yourself backwards, and you are now sort of in the middle of this room, and there are hands growing from all the mirrors now.
Oh no.
Can I put the mirror back that I bumped? Can I like nudge it back in place?
Roll for agility if you want to try this.
Oh no. 0?
0. Okay.
Oh no.
I think we should get out of here.
I'm going to say roll for focus for me as well. I just want to see how this is going to go.
20! We just whoosh.
Okay. So this is not going to end well for you, but it's also going to end okay for you.
Okay.
You aren't going to die, but bad things are going to happen. Okay. You go over to the mirror that has grasping hands coming out of it, and you think, you know what, I'm going to straighten this grasping hand mirror that's got grasping hands coming out of it, and a grasping hand grabs you.
Oh no!
And it pulls your hand and arm into the mirror, but you're able to move the mirror so it sort of straightens itself back out again. And your arm comes off.
Oh,
is it bleeding?
Oh, it's bleeding.
All right.
Yes, the arm is gone. It's just gone. Like it looks like it went into the mirror and it's gone.
Oh god.
So, problem.
Are you okay?
No.
Come over here as fast as you can. I'll see if I can help.
I will cross to my siblings as away from the mirrors as I can get.
Piper, do you know first aid?
DM, what is first aid? What stat is first aid?
Oh, I thought I was like, come on, you're a 20-year-old character. You should know this. You should know what first aid is. It depends on how you want to do it. What do you want to do? Do you want to like use like your magical shadow powers, or do you want to try and cobble together something to stop the bleeding?
I want to try bandaging it, I suppose. I don't think shadows, an intangible thing, are very good at making stumps stop bleeding.
I would tend to agree with you there,
Mhm.
based on my experience of shadows. I know the power of shadows, but the power of shadows is not that. I'd say roll for creativity then. In fact, you can go luck as well if you want to go luck.
I might know first aid. I'm about to find out if I'm lucky.
Time to find out what you've been doing for 20 years.
It's got to be more than me.
I got a 10.
Okay. I'm going to say, yeah, you managed to bandage this wound up. It's not perfect, it's not great, but it does what it needs to do to keep pressure on the wound. And after all, she is a Minotaur. Losing an arm is kind of what Minotaurs do. Like, it's like part and parcel of the job description of being a Minotaur. So
Going to make finishing my finals so much harder.
yes, I'm not going to lie.
It's all right.
Writing your doctorate is not going to be easy now.
That's why they make voice to text.
It's okay, we can get you a new one.
I mean, yeah.
We'll talk to Dad. He can do something, right?
I don't want anything to do with Dad's ideas of how to help cows.
I shake my head.
That's fine. He'll just sleep with a disembodied arm. It'll get you a new one. It's fine.
Oh gosh.
My arm is also my half sibling.
Yeah, well, it means at least like it'll be compatible.
True. Some matching DNA in there.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll take Dad's arm.
May I peek into the next room?
You may peek into the next room. So on the floor around this next room appears to be some glitter. The glitter is like sharp, almost glassy, and it looks like a bit of a fight's ensued in this room. There is a body slumped in the corner, and it's like shiny from bits of glitter. And in the center of the room there is a plinth, and on the plinth there is nothing. And on the other side of the room there is a door that is slowly closing.
Oh no. Could I try to use magic to hold the door open?
Sure. Roll for focus for me.
Rolling focus. I got a 14.
The door does not give in to your magical whims. However, you do get to see just slightly behind it. You saw like a weird glowy forest, and then the door closed.
So I tried.
That's usually more than you typically do.
That's true. You tried. I'm very proud of you, Cameron.
Thank you.
Good job. Gonna punch you in the arm very gently with my one hand.
Ow.
Can you all roll for observation for me? See if you notice anything else in this room.
Okay.
22. It's also glowing.
Jesus.
green. I don't know what that means.
That is a natural 20, I believe. I got another 20.
2.
Everyone apart from Cameron, who's just there on their phone again,
Yep.
is looking around this room, and you both notice this. There are 3 keys scattered on the floor in front of the door.
The door we're in, or the door beyond?
The door beyond.
Forest door.
Yes, the forest door. There are 3 keys on the floor.
Cecilia, do you see that?
I see everything.
You can see these keys in high definition. There are 3 keys. One of them is an ordinary looking grey sort of metallic key. There is one that looks like it's made out of wood with an owl at the top, and it's got like inset sapphires for eyes. And then there is a key that is black and gnarled and creepy looking.
Well, using wizard logic here, which key seems to match the door?
I don't trust any of these keys, I'll be honest. Do I know that O.M.E.N is just like that?
You know they deal with magic stuff.
Okay.
They tend to... Anything down in deep storage is bad.
Do any of the keys match the door? Like the lock on the door? Is there a lock on the door?
All of the keys match the door.
Which one?
Every single key matches the door.
Oh, interesting. Okay. How are there multiple keyholes on this door?
Nope, there is one keyhole, and all the keys match the keyhole to the door.
Oh, Wiggy, I like it.
Have either of you filled in Cameron on what's going on?
Hey, Cam, look, keys. 3 keys, 1 keyhole. Any of them go. It's 3-car Monty.
You can try multiple keys. I'm not gonna be like, you have chosen your action. You're now on this path forever. You can try all 3.
Yeah, it's just what's gonna happen when we do.
We all take 1 key, and the best sibling wins.
Yeah, that's fair.
That just means Cecilia is going to win. but I'm okay with that.
I already lost an arm. My bet is not very high for myself right now.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to go first then, and what key do you want?
I want the owl key, please.
Who wants to go first in terms of putting one in the door?
Cecilia, may I go first with the incredibly cursed-looking key? Because I know this might be a bad idea, but...
I feel compelled to stop you as your eldest sibling, but also I love to see my siblings suffer. Go for it.
All right.
I'm going to record this.
I will give Cameron some time to set up their phone to record this.
Yeah.
I'm going to back up a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cameron, roll for creativity for me.
Ooh, yes!
This is perhaps the most powerfully beautiful video you've ever taken. If this were to reach the internet, it would go immediately viral. It is phenomenal. With that 22 crit you just got.
We could win a Sundance for this.
Piper, you pick up this gnarly looking black key and you hold it up and you see like little jets of purple running through it and you put it to the door. In fact, you feel a weird strange affinity to this key. And you plug it into the door and the door opens and what you see inside is nothing, because you don't see anything, because it is a door that takes you to a completely black void.
Oh.
See anything?
Bye, Piper. You were my favorite sibling.
Considering that's currently between me and Cameron, I would be a little bit insulted if you didn't say that.
There's like 3 others. They're okay.
I suppose. But it looks like it's definitely just a dark void that I don't think I can see anything with.
Maybe it's your mom.
Oh no.
That was a joke, but it also makes sense.
Right? Okay. It was only half a joke.
Oxy, is this my mom?
It could well be your mum. You do feel an affinity to this darkness, but you don't know why.
Can I say, Mother, is that you?
Okay.
Like, are all of our moms down in like deep storage somewhere?
We all know Dad is very adventurous.
Roll for observation for me.
Okay. I got a 19.
Okay.
Yeah, you say, Mum, is that you? And you see a pair of eyes in the dark.
Are they mom-shaped?
As mum-shaped as eyes get?
Oh my gosh, you found your mom!
Does it look hostile?
Not right now, no. In fact, like it gets closer towards you, and it appears to be wearing like a white china mask, but you can't see any body.
Mom, is it actually you?
$5. It attempts to eat her.
10, you're on. Also, we should back out of sight if this lady or other takes offense at the half-siblings, you know.
Yeah.
I hope this is my mother.
The family resemblance is astounding.
Hello, child. It's me, your eternal dark mother. Where is your father? I haven't seen him in so long.
I don't know. I'll be completely honest with you.
Where is your father? Who are these people?
I think he's in, like, LA right now.
Yeah, business trip.
Business trips. You are a monument to all his sins.
That doesn't sound good.
That doesn't sound good. Can I take a step back, baby?
Absolutely. Yes, you may.
Okay. Guys, I don't know. I don't think my mother loves me.
Your father hasn't paid alimony in so long.
Wait 1 second. Neither have you. Where have you been my whole life?
I have been in the darkness. Wherever darkness is, I see everything. I'm also a shadow being, so I don't have any money. I'm an immortal void being of the darkness. Join me, child, and I will make your consciousness my own. We shall live together in the void.
Roll for observation for me.
Okay. I was about to say I need to pursue my career as a comedian, but that's a 10.
That's your life goal?
Maybe.
You notice that the shadow seems to be leaking out slowly of the room.
Hey, close the door.
Can I slam the door shut?
You won't get anywhere in the comedian business, child.
And the door slams shut, and the ghost thing void spirit thing is hidden behind the door now.
Wow, your mom sucks.
Yeah.
Do you really think I won't be able to make it in the comedian business?
Oh, Piper, I'm gonna give a one-armed hug and say no one can make it in the comedian business.
Yeah.
No one's that funny.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're John Mulaney, but that's about it.
Piper met her mother. Their father's a whore. But they'll find through the next door is, oh, so much more. And finally we get to the old IT crew. They reach quantum research, and they need to go through.
You two have a very specific and important job.
Alright.
Lay it on me.
Jared, you're in charge of IT stuff, right?
Yes.
We believe that Santa and his elves are trying to hack into our mainframe.
I will look into that straight away, and I just whip out my phone and I'm going to start checking server status and ports, checking ports and that sort of business.
There appears to be something being transmitted at this current moment in time through the system.
Can I do anything to stop it? So
Not from here, you can't.
Okay, so we're going to have to get to the actual physical location of the infiltration.
Smedley holds up a memory stick and goes, I've created a little program here that should override whatever it is that they're bringing into the system. However, you're going to have to take it to the quantum mainframe.
Are you sure that's wise? That's n-dimensional reality.
It is indeed.
Oh, okay.
Which is why I can only trust you two to do it.
We will have to be very, very careful. Ian, you can
hold the.
I got the gun. You can have the memory stick.
Multiple of you are going to have to be very careful.
Yeah.
Ian, look after this memory stick.
I look at the memory stick, I look at the gun, and go, I have a feeling we've got this the wrong way round.
Do you really think that you want to be handling that AK-47?
I don't want to accidentally reset reality.
You have the experience of delivering things, so that's all this is. It's just another delivery.
Oh, so it's just a delivery job then?
It's just a delivery job. All you have to do is stick it into the machine. It should just do its job. He kicks you out of the elevator, and the elevator doors close, and he goes, alright guys, look after yourselves. Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Smedley.
And the doors close, and he goes off.
Are the lights on in this room we're in?
The lights are on in this room. It appears to be some sort of laboratory setup. You appear to be in the quantum labs.
I should have some sort of knowledge of this area, right?
You've got some basic knowledge of this area, yeah. This is the area where they test sort of like quantum entangled items, weird sort of things that when you move them, other things move in other dimensions, or when you move certain things in this room, other things in the room move.
Yeah.
There are items in glass cabinets all around the room with like monitoring equipment around them. There's pieces of paper piled up massively high. There's filing cabinets that have got like so much documentation stuffed into them it's kind of ridiculous. There's paper all over the floor as well. To one side of the room is a testing chamber with a glass screen so you can see into it. And at the other end of the room there is a large metal door that is currently slightly open.
I see we cut down custodial as well then. Doesn't look like anyone's been through here in a while.
Yeah, no. I'm just going to check the gun and familiarise myself with it and worry that maybe I've gotten in over my head.
It is a gun. You check it, you make sure that the safety's off. It takes you a while to figure out where the safety is, but you have played Call of Duty.
Uh-huh.
So you kind of know. You've definitely watched enough like how to use a gun YouTube videos, like in your spare time, to know how to use a gun.
Yeah,
but
cool.
It's not going to account for all the recoil and stuff that you might have to deal with whilst you're using it.
Wow, let's worry about that when we get to it. Were you suggesting something there, Ian? What should we do?
So, if we think an elf's got in, then I don't want to look into whatever you permanent staff are doing in that testing room over there. I nod to our left where there's that glass door. So, going through that door at the end is probably a good idea.
Okay, we'll do that first. So
you go to the door itself. You push it open. It's quite a heavy door. It's like it's got a very, very small sort of like airlock-like corridor. And the door on the other side is sealed shut right now. There's a keypad on the side. Can you both please roll for observation?
Can do.
Ooh, 19. What was that?
And that's another 6. And this was with a +4.
I'm going to say that, Ian, you are unable to see through the glass. You're sort of like still a bit nervous down here holding that memory stick, and you're still trying to check your phones for any signal. Jared, you see into this room. This room appears to be some sort of large test chamber. There is a control panel right in front of you. There is a glass screen behind that control panel.
I'm actually feeling a lot better about all of this all of a sudden. This is very Portal, and Portal ended well.
Let me finish my description and you might feel a little bit less happy. The door to the right-hand side of this control panel is ajar, and there are dead bodies all over the floor.
It's starting to sound a little less like Portal now.
And there is a man walking around in there right now.
Is he wearing a red suit?
He is not wearing a red suit. Well, it is kind of red, technically, I guess.
Is it... Okay, it is naturally red, but was it intended to be naturally red?
I wouldn't say it was intended to be naturally red, no. He's wearing what looks like a sort of 1950s brown suit with a trilby. Is it trilby? Would it be a trilby?
Yeah.
Or yeah,
Trilby's like a mini fedora.
Like a PI hat. He's sort of walking around in there looking horrendously horrified at everything that's happening. And he notices you and he runs up to the door and he bangs on the door. You gotta help me, man! You gotta help me!
Okay, we're trying to get in, so...
They trapped me here like a day ago. I can't get out. Please help me.
Who trapped you?
I'm just immediately shocked because I didn't even see this man. So all I see is just suddenly someone slamming up the door covered in blood going, "You've gotta help me! You gotta help me!"
Yes.
So I'm just like recoiling back in shock.
Well, we gotta open the door. Does the key lock have an identifier on it, like H04 or whatever, to say which number lock it is?
It appears to be one of those sort of keycard locks that you set up a while back, so perhaps there would be a keycard somewhere that you could find.
I'm just going to search the security server for one and download it onto my phone if I can, and then just use the NFC.
Okay, roll for creativity for me.
Yeah.
Yes, roll for creativity.
14?
Yeah, I say you download a key code. Can you roll for observation for me?
That's a 4.
That's a 4.
Yeah.
Can I get Ian to roll for observation as well, please?
Sure, yeah. I got nothing else.
Because you've been staring at this thing quite scared.
Yeah.
That's better.
That's a 10. It's 6 better than Al, so
Yeah.
we're rolling with the theme of 6s for me today.
You are staring at this window whilst Jared is looking down at his phone trying to download a keycard. And you blink and the guy disappears.
The guy's gone.
Oh shit, he's quantum locked.
He's what?
Isn't it like one of those things where if you're looking at... he only exists as long as you're looking at him? So you stop looking at him so he doesn't exist, but... If wherever he's gone, somebody stops looking at him there, he'll reappear here? I mean, that's just a theory.
Roll for observation again.
That's 12? No, 10.
11.
You peer into the room and he looks like he's dead on the floor now.
Oh!
Ooh, time travel.
That...
Time is a dimension. Right, well, let's get this door open and...
You blink again, and now he's standing there again, and he goes, "Come on! Open the door!"
Right, okay.
I mean, we've nothing to lose. Let's just open the door. We don't necessarily have to go straight in, right?
Yeah, I guess. If this is the way to that quantum service thing. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So,
okay.
Alright, I'll try the key card thing.
Okay, you swipe the key card and the door's bolts unlock, so it should be able to be opened now by hand. Can you both roll for observation again for me?
Oh yeah, 20.
19.
You blink again, and this time round, when you look back at him, his face is covered with pocks and boils, and he is bleeding from the mouth, and he's slathering and banging against the door.
Oh, it's just unpleasant.
I purposely blink again.
You blink again, and the man is now dead on the floor.
Ah, it's a cycle.
I'm trying to work out if this is an improvement or not.
It's an improvement for someone.
Is this that Schrodinger's observer effect thing people keep trying to talk about on the internet and getting wrong?
Oh, because I keep forgetting to put the poison in. God, that's clever.
There's poison in the room?
Well, there is in Schrodinger's experiment, so yeah, there could be poison in the room. I mean, were those boils like? Did it look like they were like, coming from the inside of him, or was he like melting from acid type of thing?
No, he seemed to be somewhat zombie-like.
Oh, zombies! Oh, they're just so annoying.
Yeah, tell me about it. Like every single one of the delivery jobs I've been up against recently has been beaten by a zombie courier.
They just don't give up. Right, so push the door open.
You push the door open, and he is currently lying on the floor in a heap. Can you both roll for observation for me?
I don't like these rolls.
16.
13.
You're doing all right now, Keith.
You blink again, and the guy is now standing there and goes, "Oh, thank God! Where am I? This is all really, really high tech. What year is it?"
It's 2023.
No, it's not. It's 1954.
No.
Oh no.
It's not been 1954 for at least 70 years. 69 years. Nice.
many more years. Yes.
You've got to let me out of here.
So I purposely hold my eyes open at this point, like grab the top eyelid, and just.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What is this madness?
Every time I blink, something weird happens to this room. Jared, do you want to explain this whole quantum solace thing to him?
Who are you, anyway?
My name's Doug Letricet.
Doug, you know where you are, right? In O.M.E.N?
No, I was just having a normal day, and then suddenly I found myself being bundled into the back of a van, and there was cameras on me, and then they put me into this room.
Where were you having a normal day?
Just in town.
Which town?
I was living in Tonopah, Nevada.
Oh, so you're from like America? That's
yeah. Can you not tell from my accent?
Mostly. I mean, we get a lot of American media over here. It's almost normal. We think something's happened with the state of the reality surrounding you, and maybe it's best that you stay here so we can figure out what it is and maybe help you. But in the meantime, we need to just move on to the next room. And I mean, if you could just take a seat, we'll be right back. And I'm like nudging Ian towards the other door. To the right.
I will keep my eyes on our new friend here for as long as I'm able to.
Both roll for observation again, as you're sort of staring at this man. And he's
21.
That's as best as I can get.
That's decent.
That was a critical success. So yeah, I'm going to say that both of you managed to skirt your way around this room to the other door, and the guy goes, "Am I free to go? Can I just leave?"
No, maybe you should stay, because
we've got.
This is the best place to help you. We've got a bit of a situation
here.
This is the sort of thing we deal with. I mean, it won't go well if you leave.
You'll probably need debriefing by... Oh, God.
Smedley, right? Smedley's got to know what this is all
Smedley, the American Atomic Military Commission, other things like that.
That was one of those guys in the lab coats. They were prodding me and pressing me earlier.
Yeah, they're here for your benefit. Yeah.
Do you remember a loud bang and a bright light any time within like a few hours before you were bundled into that van?
I do remember something like that.
Do you remember the air turning blue and everything tasting like radiation poisoning?
What does that taste like?
It's kind of irony tinny taste, I believe. And while he's talking, I'm kind of fiddling with the door trying to do that at the same time.
We're just forcing our way out the room at this point.
Okay, I'm going to say roll for focus for me, both of you.
10.
16.
Oh, nice.
Okay, I'm going to say as you bundle yourselves out the room, you do manage to remember to lock the door behind you. And you turn around and immediately the guy has gone back to zombie form and he's banging on the door again.
What are we doing with American nuclear quantum things in this basement?
Learning from them, hopefully, because otherwise it's just kidnapping.
Moving on.
Yeah, I'm not going to be the one to ask Brimstone about that one.
You make your way down the corridor. You make your way through a set of big, heavy steel doors. You then end up at a door that has no windows on it.
Right, gotta go through.
I guess so. This sounds.
We're here.
This is the right direction, right? You're getting like a stronger signal from your quantum doohickey that I am assuming you have as a member of IT.
Oh, you mean the map I downloaded?
An actual member of
IT. Sure,
the
absolutely.
Map, yeah.
There is a warning sign on the outside of this room in big letters. It says, "Warning, formic beacons active."
Well, that's good. That's what we want.
Yeah.
So
I don't use magic, and as far as I know, neither do you. So
well, I kind of do, but it's more algorithmic than the usual kind of evocative magic that people might be used to. But the fact that they have the beacons activated means we're good. There's not going to be any funny business in there because it's all going to be repressed.
Yeah, nothing is going to go wrong.
No, not at all. And the closer we get, the weirder it's not going to get because of them. Let's go.
That's how this works, yep.
You open the door and you walk into this big spherical room. In the center of the room, there is a fridge.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's the fridge. That object of pain that has claimed many agents in its freezing cold name. But that's part 2 done. All the stages are set. But of course, that's the middle. You've not seen anything yet. The fates have been tangled. Their dooms have been sealed. My elves lay in wait. Their death to be revealed. Part 3 comes quite soon. Grab a drink and get festive. Drop some money on charity. Eat some food. Get digestive. But for now I shall leave. I must pack my sleigh. Merry Christmas to all. Prep for Omen's doomsday. Ho, ho, ho!